And now, the Corry Federal Credit Union presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack Football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by the Corry Federal Credit Union, Lictus Oil Propane, Meerhoffs Furniture and Appliance, Jim's Automotive, Flicks Heating and Plumbing and Air Conditioning, and Daniels Electric, Necker's General Store, the Cornerstone Restaurant, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services, Sherman Country General Store, Triple E Manufacturing, Tina Dill's Real Estate Agent, Crotty Chevrolet, Utegg's Body Shop, Countertop Solutions, J. Edwards Insurance. And now the Corry Federal Credit Union pregame show.
Welcome into a beautiful Clymer, New York on a perfect fall day for CSP football. Clymer, New York, smell of fall in the air. CSP 4-2 and 3-0 in Class D, playing host to the Lakemen of Wilson, who entered the day 1-5 and 1-3 in Class D. Last season with star running back Jack Mahar, the Lakemen made it all the way to Highmark Stadium to challenge the Wolfpack in the Section 6 Class D championship before the Wolfpack ended their season. Another Class D battle, a top-tier fall day. This is Wolfpack football on the 98.9 Sports Stream. I'm Josh Hosier.
And I'm David Gardner.
And we welcome you in for another exciting battle. Taking a look at Wilson, we'll jump right into it. 1-5 on the season, 1-3 in Class D. Their only win on the season coming in Week 5 over Cat Little Valley. Otherwise, the Lakemen have been beaten by a few good teams. Newfane and Alden beat them in Weeks 1 and 2. Newfane and Alden are both very good football teams. They lost 41-13 to Franklinville Elkiville in Week 3. Came up short 28-14 to Gowanda Pine Valley in Week 4. And last week were blanked 49-0 by Randolph. Leading Wilson this year is junior running back Michael Rubel. He has 448 yards on three touchdowns. Defensively, they're led by Brock Letch with 41 touchdowns and Seamus George with 19.
I tell you what, you look at the size of these rosters.
Yeah.
You know, Wilson's got probably half the size of CSP. Now, last year I was able to go up to Wilson. Beautiful stadium up there. Not sure if you've ever been up there, Josh, up to Wilson, but it's right on Lake Ontario. Long drive for these kids, probably 2.5, 3 hours to come out here to this game. So looking forward to a good game today and pretty important one for CSP.
Yeah, I saw Wilson get off the bus earlier. They looked like it was a long ride. It took them a while to get stretched out, but, they're here to play. Coach Atlas has got his team ready to go for sure. There's no way that he's just going to roll over and not give it a good effort here today. They're going to give everything they got. Taking a look at CSP last week, 50-6 domination of Lakeshore as the Pack moved to 4-0 on the season, or 4-2 on the season. Travis Owens took over the leading rushing spot from Tate Catnese with his hard-running style, and Bryce Hinsdale recorded his 200th career reception, taking him to second all-time in the state of New York, 27 catches away from a share of the record. Carter Brink has 21 catches on the season, 8 receiving touchdowns for the Pack, and Tate Catnese has shown off his skill with 1,223 passing yards and 17 touchdowns, as well as 191 yards on the ground and 3 rushing touchdowns.
But I tell you what, it's been fun over the past year and a half to watch Tate Catnese throw the ball, Brink catch the ball, Hinsdale catch the ball. So many offensive weapons for the CSP team, and looking forward to them getting into the playoffs this year.
Absolutely, and today is an opportunity for the Wolfpack to clinch that 1 seed. They've already clinched a 1 or 2. It's just a matter of which one it's going to be, and a win today will clinch the 1 seed for the Pack. We're going to send you guys to the Coach's Corner and a couple of words from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll take a look around Class D action, the Wolfpack members in college, and the playoff outlook, all here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Coach's Corner with CSP head coach Ty Harper is brought to you on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream by the following: Sherman Hotel, Steakhouse, and Saloon on West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4020. Panama Pizza on Main Street in Panama. Phone 716-621-4030. Panama Auto Center on East Main Street in Panama. Phone 716-782-2110. Mosier's Carpeting on East Main Street in Clymer. MosiersCarpeting.com. Mama's Pizza on Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4014. Woods Auto Parts Napa on West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-761-6875. And by Lictus Oil and Propane and the Corry Federal Credit Union.
This is the CSP Coach's Corner. I'm Josh Hozier. I'm here with Coach Ty Harper. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you having me.
So last week on Saturday, a statement victory for the Wolfpack over the Lakeshore Eagles. Tell me about how that game went and what it did for the morale of the team.
Yeah, it was nice to get back on the field after the previous week's game against Lackawanna. Anytime you don't win, you want to get back on the field. Thought the boys responded well. Homecoming week's a lot of fun. There's plenty of distractions. I thought we did a pretty good job of staying focused. A lot of guys contributed. Thought we played a pretty clean game in all three phases, and it was good to get another win.
During that game, Bryce Hinsdale takes over second place all time in receptions in a career in the state of New York. He's something like 23 or 24 away from tying first place. Quite an individual accomplishment, but you have a bunch of other individual accomplishments that are coming up. Colin Ryan's going to be getting really close on some tackling records. You have some guys that are standing out with some great individual performances this year on defense as well, besides Colin. So I think Andrew Spiesman has a bunch of tackles, a couple other guys. I know you don't look at individual records during the year, but it's got to be nice to see these guys kind of ringing this stuff up as it comes time to start talking about recruiting.
Yeah, for sure. When you see guys, work really hard year round and put the type of effort that our guys have put in, it's rewarding to see them accomplish great things on the field. Again, as far as records go, I think when you put in an honest day's work day after day and you're doing the right things when no one's watching, the records tend to fall organically. So yeah, we're not going to keep an eye on any of those numbers. We're just going to keep playing football and focusing on each game in front of us. And I'm sure that if we keep doing the right things, those things will take care of themselves.
We've had that conversation before, so I'm not surprised at that answer, though some of our listeners might be. Coach, looking ahead, Wilson's up next. Game in Clymer. Field looks beautiful. I think it's going to be a fun Saturday fall football game. Wilson's down this year, but they still have some talent there. Tell me, how do you get your team excited for a game like this, knowing that they probably have 3 weeks until the next real big challenge?
You said it. You got to take it game by game. Wilson, had a great season last year. We ended up playing them at the stadium, so they're no strangers to playing in big games. Their record's not great this year, but Coach Atlas has been around for a long time. I'm sure he'll have them ready to play this week. And, anytime you get to play at home, that's a reason to get up. I think we're doing Teacher Appreciation Day at halftime. So that'll be a nice event for some teachers in all three buildings to be recognized by some of our players. And again, I think, we just have to focus on improving week by week, get ourselves ready for the playoffs, and hopefully we're firing on all cylinders by the time, the biggest games of the season roll around.
Great to hear, and Coach, good luck this week.
Much appreciated. Go Wolfpack.
That was the Coach's Corner with Coach Ty Harper. And Coach Harper, as always, we are very gracious that he will take the time to do the Coach's Corner with us. And thank you to our sponsors who help make that possible. Coach's Corner is something that I've really enjoyed doing this year. It's been great getting out to the team practices on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and having a chat with Coach. So he told us, Coach Atlas is the kind of coach who's going to coach this team up. They're not going to come into this game sleepwalking, even though they're 1-5. And that's kind of what we expect from Coach Atlas and the Wilson Lakemen. Taking a look around Class D, some kind of big games around Class D this weekend. Last night, Randolph took on Salamanca. Now, Randolph, after the loss to CSP in Week 2, have been on a roll. They've just been crushing everybody until they ran into the Warriors last night. And the Warriors were able to beat the Cards 33-8 last night. So Salamanca remains perfect on the season, and Randolph suffers that loss. A non-class loss doesn't really hurt them in the grand scheme of things, but just maybe slows them down on that hot streak.
Yeah, it kind of let you know what you have to work on, right? Even when you're on a winning streak, it's easy to start putting things in the rear view. You really can't do that in high school football.
In addition, we're going to actually send you back out to a sponsor during the national anthem. We'll come right back.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play. CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack football is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
And welcome back to Clymer. We were going through the Class D action from last night. The national anthem surprised us a little bit there, so we sent you off to some sponsors during that. Coming back to Class D action, Randolph did lose to Salamanca 33-8. Gowanda Pine Valley tangled the Chautauqua Lake Westfield Brockton. Chautauqua Lake Westfield Brockton on the rise this year, 5-1, and going into this game last night. And believe it or not, the game came down to a last-second play with no time left on the clock. Coach Ryan Gibbs' son, Braden Gibbs, is the starting quarterback for Chautauqua Lake Westfield Brockton, hit a 20-yard walk-off touchdown pass to Nick Jacobson in the end zone to beat Gowanda Pine Valley.
I tell you what, that's a father-son moment right there if you had one. You had a father-daughter moment a little bit earlier this year when you were able to see your daughter sing that, or hear your daughter sing the national anthem.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Coach Gibbs and his Chautauqua Lake Westfield Brockton team as they move on now to the 6-1 record on the season. Gowanda Pine Valley, another non-league loss for them. Doesn't really hurt them in the grand scheme of the D playoff structure. However, a loss for them on the season. Lastly, Franklinville-Ellicottville visited Cat Little Valley last night and defeated them 41-8. That is a league victory. And so with that, we'll take a look at the Class D standings. CSP's 4-2 with a 3-0 record in Class D. Randolph is 4-3 with a 3-1 record in Class D. Gowanda Pine Valley is in third place. Franklinville-Ellicottville is in third place with a 4-3 record with a 3. They finished 3-2 in Class D. Gowanda Pine Valley is 3-4 with a 2-2 record in Class D. Wilson is 1-5 with a 1-3 record in Class D, and Catelyn is 1-6 with a 1-4 record in Class D. So as stated earlier, CSP can clinch the number 1 seat with a win over Wilson today.
Yeah, and I think if everything goes the way that we believe it will, of course you have to play the game. We should be looking at that, Josh. At the end of this game, CSP should be able to take on this Wilson team. But again, got to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick note. Got to pay the bills a little bit, so to speak. Ryan asked me to read something, so I'll make sure we read it. We want to make sure we take care of the station. 98.9 is sponsoring a reminder that Wednesday, October 23rd, is the Key 3 Memorial Blood Drive at Clymer Central School from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Appointments to give blood can be made online visiting redcrossblood.org. Anyone who donates to the Red Cross between October 1st and the 31st will receive a $10 Amazon gift card by email and will be entered for a chance to win one of 3 $5,000 gift cards. Reed, a former superintendent of Clymer, who was killed back in 2012, was an advocate for blood donations. Again, that's the Key 3 Memorial Blood Drive at Clymer Central School on Wednesday from 11 to 4.
But and I can tell you what, if I can touch on that for a moment, for somebody that's received quite a few blood transfusions in my life, that's really something that's really important. I don't think you realize how important it is until you're the one receiving it.
Absolutely. And we know the community will come out and support that event, so we ask that they please do so. On the field, Wilson is going to be kicking off to CSP. A little bit of wind kicked up there, and
at least it wasn't the camera.
Getting ready for the initial kickoff to get this thing underway here. Kicking for Wilson is Colton Frenchis, and kind of a short kick, fielded at the 30-yard line, and up to the 40 and tackled there is where the Wolfpack will begin, returned by, looks like it was Cameron Einig.
Yep, good return and short kick. CSP takes over right about the 40.
So great field position for this powerful offense to get things clicking. You want to take a bet on how fast it takes them to come right down the field here?
Well, I think in Sherman, beautiful Sherman, New York, by the way, last week. I think it took them, 2 plays?
Yep.
So maybe 2.
We'll see over under 2 plays. Catney's in the shotgun, moving everybody around. They'll end up with 2 tight to the left side, 1 wide over there. Catney's along the backfield, and it's going to be a jet sweep with Carter Brink. Carter Brink turns the corner. He's a forward for a gain of 6 on the play and brought down there at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to see that wrinkle thrown into the offense, the jet sweep to Carter Brink on first down.
Brock Lepsch on the tackle for the Lakemen. He's their leading tackler in the season, and you'll see his name called a few times today, 37 in white. CSP right back to the line of scrimmage. That heavy set to the right this time. Now they'll want to run of that as they go into a shotgun. Still heavy to the right. Two tight ends there. There's the snap. Catney's looks to throw. He throws to his left, and it's caught there just enough for the first down. And down at about the 47 is Bryce Hinsdale.
Yep. So another catch for Bryce Hinsdale puts him at
201.
201. Yeah, my math was a little off there.
So first down for the Wolfpack as they have now ran 3 plays, so we're over our 2 guests to start the game. And we'll have 2 wide to the right. Catney's under center for the first time today. There's the snap, and it's a handoff up the middle. It's Travis Owens. He turns the corner. He's got 10 and more than 10. He's got 15, and he's down to the 30-yard line. He's finally brought down there by Vic Kustes.
Yeah, I think he likes to lower his shoulder and take the contact.
Nice run there by Travis. It's that hard-nosed running that we've seen from him this season when CSP is not throwing the ball.
Reminds me a lot of Nick Chubb.
Yeah, same style for sure. Catney's in the shotgun. Moving everybody around. We're going to have 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Empty set for Catney's. There's the snap. He's looking. It's going to be that wide receiver screen to the left. It's Alex Barmore, and he is hit in the backfield. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they were all over that one. Going to bring up a loss of maybe 3 yards on the play.
And almost called Alex Cam there. We'll talk about Cam a little bit. I got some news on him and how his game went last weekend. We'll get to the Wolfpack in college here in a little bit, but right now it's 2nd and 12 for the Wolfpack. Catney's in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. He fires, and just out of his receiver's reach, intended for break.
Yeah, so 3rd down and long, Josh. What would you do? 3rd and 12.
Well, whatever we say is going to be the opposite of what they do, so I would say they're probably going to run that wide receiver screen again. They're going to try to get the ball in the hands of a playmaker and see if they can't take off.
Yeah, I like spreading out the wide receivers like they're doing and letting the quarterback keep the ball and run up the middle.
Wide receiver motion across the formation. There's the snap, a high one. It's going to be that wide receiver screen to this side. Hinsdale catches it, and he's hit and brought down around the 28-yard line. So only going to be a gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, and of course you're kind of in no man's land here. You're going to go for it.
That 4th and 8 from the 28, so they're right back on the ball, ready to go.
I'd like to see maybe a drag or a dig across the field here.
Catney's calling out what he wants, getting people move around. Hinsdale in motion to the left. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking to his left. He fires one up. He's got Barmore, and he dropped the touchdown pass. It would have been a touchdown had he not dropped it.
Yeah, I think it was a good throw. Incomplete into the corner of the end zone. Did have that drag coming across the field, which may have been enough for the first down, but made the right throw. Incomplete. First down now for the Lakemen of Wilson as they take over on offense.
All right. So CSP unable to score on the first drive is kind of a surprise, I think, but we'll see what the Lakeman offense has in store for us. And I did just get informed we were a little quiet, so I just turned the volume up a little bit here. If we are blowing your speakers out on your computer at home, we're sorry for that.
Well, don't tell my wife what the settings were then, because she might try to use that at home. It's my piece of paper. I could have at least made it into an airplane before I threw it out the window.
She brought it back up for you, so he dropped his roster. No big deal. All right, 1st and 10 for the Lakemen at the 28. Vic Kustes under center. He hands it off right up the middle, and the Wolfpack swarm in the backfield quickly and bring him down, led by Andrew Spiesman.
Yeah, as good as this team is offensively, I think even better defensively is this Wolfpack team, which I think they're going to have to rely on as they get into the playoffs.
2nd and 11 for the Lakemen now. And so far, a kind of a quiet start, a 0-0 game. We are at the 9-minute mark in the first quarter. Lakemen now break their huddle. And waiting for them to get set up here. Kustis will be under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Hard count. There's the snap. He rolls to his right to pass. He fires. He has a man, but he overthrows him. Incomplete pass intended for McGinnis.
Yeah, I thought they missed a false start there on the offense.
Yeah, I think the whole CSP sideline agreed with you on that one. They were all calling for it, but Nonetheless, no flag on the play. So 3rd and 11 now for the Lakemen. And really, Custis could have hit McGinnis on that one. He was wide open. He just overthrew him.
Yeah, it was a good play call. And I don't know if it was expected by CSP on that call, but blown opportunity there, and you can't do that against a CSP team and expect to win.
All right, now the Lakemen in the shotgun this time. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Waiting for the snap now. There it is. A handoff up the... Oh, no, he fakes the draw. Now he's taking off to his right, scrambling, running hard. He's being chased by a bunch of Wolfpack players, and he throws the ball away. Colton Rhodes leading the way for the Wolfpack on that assault on Custis.
Yeah, so, we call that the scramble drill when your quarterback has to roll out like that. Some of the receivers have to come back and give him a little bit of help. I think it was a little too late trying to come back, but incomplete. Good job defensively by the Wolves.
Yeah, Colton Rhodes and Andrew Spiesman in the backfield, almost untouched there, right past the Lakeman line, making that play almost impossible for their skill players. 4th down now for the Lakemen, and they get ready to punt. Deep for CSP will be Hinsdale and Brink. There's the snap, and the punt is just barely away as Barmore almost got a fingertip on it. It's going to bounce and take a Lakeman bounce, fielded there by Brink. He's going to take off at the 40, up to the 35 where he's run out of bounds at about the, let's call it the 48-yard line. And still waiting for the official to actually spot the ball, but it looks like about the 48-yard line. Oh, he's going back to the 45.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of trouble knowing where he is on the field.
The far side lineman didn't know where the ball was either, so I think that was just a matter of them trying to figure it out between the group. So 46 is where the Wolfpack will take over, and they're already breaking their huddle ready to go.
Yeah, something this Wolfpack team has done all year long is not taking much time in the huddle.
They come out under center, and we'll see if they audible out of it. Moving everybody around, but Catneys will stay under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide to the right. Strong formation to the left. And there's the handoff up the middle. It's Owens, and he powers forward for a gain of about 3 on the play.
Yep, sets down a 2nd down and 7 near midfield.
Oh, they gave him a pretty healthy spot there. I'm going to say that's about a 4.5-yard gain, almost 5.
0-0 is the score here. We're in the first quarter. Just under 8 minutes left.
2nd and 6 now for the Wolfpack. Catney's in the shotgun. He had 4 wide to the left, but they switch that up and come back across the formation now. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. It's high. It's over his head. Catney's chasing the ball down, and I think they may have beat him to it. I think the Lakemen came up with the football.
Yeah, the Lakemen are going to recover that at about the 39-yard line, and boy, not the start that we expected here today, Josh.
Brady Seeley comes up with the ball that went over Catney's head, and I think that's the first time I've seen a ball clear Catney's head all season. I think that the shotgun snap's been pretty consistent for the Wolfpack so far this year.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes, but that's part of it is making the mistake. The other part is not allowing any damage to be done. The defense able to hold last time. Defense going to try to hold again.
Lakeman will take over at the 39-yard line of the pack, and getting their offensive players on the field still. They break their huddle. Custis will be under center. Wolfpack.
Got blitz coming off the right.
Yeah.
Lineman trying to figure out who's taking who.
There's the snap. Custis fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. He's going to get gobbled up there. It's Colton Rhodes. And Colton Rhodes has him for a huge loss of about 6 on the play.
The first part of that play was recognizing that the blitz is coming, but the next thing you have to do is you have to make the adjustment, maybe throw your receiver that's on the blitz side into just a quick wide receiver screen. If everybody's coming from that side, there's less guys to tackle you if you can get the ball out quick.
Absolutely, and you saw him try to roll away from that pressure, but Colton Rhodes came through the other side of the line almost untouched and made the play for a 6-yard loss. So it's 2nd and 16 now for the Lakemen at the, let's call it 46-yard line. And they'll come out in the shotgun. 2 wide to both sides. There's the snap. He's looking to throw the wide receiver screen. He throws it right over his wide receiver's head, incomplete, intended for McGinnis.
Yeah, and if McGinnis makes that catch, Brink is there right away, probably going to make that tackle. But I think that's one play too late.
Yeah, now you're facing 3rd and 16. I mean, you try that play on 1st down, maybe not on 2nd and long. So now they're going to have to try to dig themselves out of a hole here on 3rd and 16.
Yeah, it looks like on the last time they had 3rd and long, They ran about a 10-yard out and overshot the receiver. We'll see if they come back to that same pattern.
They break the huddle. A little conversation in the backfield as they're coming up. It'll be Lepsch, the only running back, with Kustis in the shotgun. 2 wide to both sides. He calls for the ball. There's the snap. It's high, but he reels it in. He's going to get chased out of the backfield and brought down. Andrew Spiesman with the sack, and Travis Owens there shortly after him, but Spiesman gets the big sack there on 3rd down.
I tell you what's impressive first defensively, getting there right away, but also impressive was the quarterback to be able to handle that snap and to be aware not to just throw the ball away. He just took it and got what he could, knowing that they were going to punt anyway.
4th and 17, Rubel into punt for the Lakemen. Deep for CSP is Brink and Hinsdale. There's the snap. Rubel gets the ball up in the air, and fair catch signal, and actually going to let it bounce. And it bounces all the way down, and I think that's going to get spotted really close to the goal line.
Yeah, we ran out of room here.
Still looking to see the spot is going to be between the 5 and 10 yard line, but not great field position for CSP to get started.
Yeah, now you can hope your CSP that you don't make the same mistake you did on the last drive, because now if you snap the ball over his head, you're in the end zone.
All right, so the Wolfpack will start at their own 8 here, and so 0-0 game. Who would have thought we'd be 0-0 at this point in this game with 6:04 to play in the first quarter? Katniss will be under center, 2 wide to the left. There's the snap. It's a pitch to the left side. Owens gets around the corner. He's got some room to run and gets dragged down there. I think he got by that one guy. That was probably a 10 or 15 yard gain, but the one guy, the defensive end for the Lakemen, makes the play to hold it to a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a good job defensively not to lose. I don't know if they didn't lose containment, but it was a good job in pursuit to be able to catch up to the runner.
Wolfpack break the huddle, 2nd and 7. Katniss in the shotgun. They move a receiver across the formation, fake the jet sweep, and it's a design quarterback run. Katniss gets around 2 men, and he's off the races. He's up to the 40, and or the 30, sorry, and that's where they bring him down at, is the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Katniss. I was wondering when we were going to see that play. It's a play that they've been kind of a staple of this offense is Katniss up the middle, and what it does is it causes the defenders to be honest and stay in the middle and open up a lot of passing lanes for them.
Wolfpack first down, starting at their own 8, now up to the 30-yard line, so making some quick progress up the field. Katniss in the shotgun. Moving everybody around as they usually do. Katniss goes under center now. There's the snap, a handoff. No, he fakes it. He's going to roll out to pass. He throws. He has a man. It's Brink, and the pass is dropped. And man, that one was a close one. I think Carter Brink laid out for that and just came up just a little bit short.
Yeah, I'm going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now for CSP. This is their 3rd possession. And it's not that they've done horrible in their possessions, but, you know, the first possession they had an incomplete 4th down pass in the end zone. And then, well, the last one kind of ended with prematurely with the snap over the quarterback's head. This one they want to get in the end zone.
Katniss in the shotgun. They're moving everybody around. They're going to be 2 wide to the near side, 1 wide to the far side. There's the snap, another high one, but he's going to run it himself to the left side. He gets past the line of scrimmage. He's got the 1st down and more. He's up to about the 48-yard line when he's finally dragged down. Gain of 18 for Tate Adams.
That seems to be the play that's working right now is the quarterback keeping the ball and running.
And I'll tell you, Tate has no problem taking over a game, and if they're going to let him run like that, he certainly will. 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack at the 48.
Yeah, when you drop a lot of guys back into coverage and they're 5-6 yards off the line of scrimmage, the quarterback's going to have a lot of those lanes to run.
Still 0-0 here, 4:30 to play in the first quarter. Katniss under center. There's the snap. A handoff to the right side is Travis Owens, and he's met in the hole and gets very little, maybe a yard on the play. Brought down there by a host of Lakemen.
The Lakemen have done a good job on 1st down so far in this game, and that's one thing that CSP's done well all year is gaining a lot of yards on 1st down. But the problem is you have to be able to do the same thing on 2nd and 3rd down to get the offense off the field.
Quick breakout. Here's Katniss to the right, looking to throw. He throws one up. He has Hinsdale and just overthrows Bryce on the play. Would have been about a 40-yard completion. Bryce was about a step behind it.
Yeah, I think it was a good play. Just, I think Cadney's probably wants that throw back because he had Bryce streaking on down the sideline.
And they gave Bryce one-on-one coverage on his far side against, and he had almost 3 steps on the cornerback by the time the ball got let go. So probably would have been an easy touchdown had he caught the ball.
Yeah, probably something you don't want to continue to do is leave one-on-one with Hinsdale.
3rd and 8. There's the snap. Cadney's looks to throw. He throws the short dump-off pass to Colin Ryan. Ryan makes one man miss and gets up to the first down. He gets the first down up to the 40. Colin Ryan running hard there to get that first down.
Yeah, well-timed screen pass there. Good job to keep his balance, too, as he almost slipped right as soon as he caught it. That's another first down for the Wolfpack.
And this drive is now their biggest sustained drive of the game, starting at their own 8 all the way up to the 40 of the Lakemen. And there's
a holding penalty called.
Penalty on the Wolfpack. It's going to take away that first down.
I didn't see the flag.
3:44 to play in the first quarter. Still a 0-0 game. And if I had to describe this one so far, I'd say kind of sloppy on the Wolfpack's part. They're going to have to rein it in and get to work here. You can't sleep on anyone in Class D, and the Lakemen trying to prove that today.
Yeah, the bad thing about that hold, I mean, it's never a good thing to have a hold, but that one was almost at the end of the play from the spot that the flag was dropped.
Wolfpack with the diamond to the right, looking to throw the other way. Now he's running for his life, and he's going to be sacked. His Cadney is back at the 40-yard line, and he's brought down there by number 30. That's Seamus George for the Lakemen. And that'll bring up 4th and 17.
Yeah, 4th down and 17, and we expect the Wolfpack to actually do something they haven't had to do a whole lot, especially the past few weeks. And that's punt the ball.
Deep for the Lakemen is McGinnis and looks like Matthias. Anthony Matthias is the other deep man as Hinsdale prepares to send this punt away. White in motion across the formation. There's the snap. Hinsdale gets it and sends the boot away. A nice boot. Fair caught, and the catch made at the 24-yard line. For the Lakemen, that's where they'll begin.
Yeah, the Lakemen gonna want to try to get something going offensively. Here's the thing with the Lakemen's offense right now is they haven't moved the ball very well. They've had a couple opportunities and they missed them. The reality of this CSP offense is you're only going to keep them in check so long. When it clicks, it's going to click, and then they're going to score at will. You have to be able to maintain field position, and right now I don't think the Lakemen have been able to move the ball enough.
I agree with you completely, and I think this is a great coaching opportunity for the CSP coaching staff. They came out slow against a team that they're supposed to, kind of run the score up on. This is a great chance to coach your kids up and get them ready to take on a harder opponent later on in the year.
Boy, I love this new iPad that we have here. I don't know what happened to the last one, but this one is really, really nice.
Lakeman can break the huddle, and there's the snap, a handoff to the right side, and he's met in the hole by Colin Ryan and brought down there by a host of members of the Wolfpack, but Ryan the first one in the hole.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, 3-3-3-1, to be able to have a 4th and manageable, and I think that is going to be the key for the Lakemen today to be able to keep the ball. You're not going to get chunk plays against this defense.
Okay. 4 yards on that gain is more than enough for them. I think they're pretty happy with that, and Custis breaks his huddle, sends his team to the line. Then the under center again with 2 running backs in the backfield. 2nd and 6 for the Lakemen now at the 28-yard line. Custis takes the snap, hands off to the left side, and plunges forward and gets a few yards positive there before being brought down by the members of the Wolfpack, led by Jordan Mescal.
Yeah, I like the run. I like the double team up front from the linemen as they're double teaming the defensive tackle to create a little bit of a hole. It's not a huge hole, but it's enough to gain a few yards, and they're going to have to keep doing that.
Leading the way there for their offensive line, from the Lakeman offensive line, is Michael Jeffords. And we heard his name at the stadium last year a few times. He's a pretty solid offensive lineman for the Lakeman. 3rd and, let's call it 2 for the Lakeman here. They break the huddle, come under center, and 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap, a handoff to the left side. This time, the Wolfpack get in there and make a hit, at least behind the line of scrimmage, but Dalton Richter pulls down the running back and might have pulled him forward enough to get the first down.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be enough for a Lakeman first down. I do like what the defense did there. The trio of linebackers, the Will, Mike, and Sam, all kind of converged up on the line of scrimmage, It's not that you ran a 7-man front, but you almost did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they definitely saw a run coming there. There was no doubt about it that the Lakemen were going to run the ball. Lakemen get the first down. They're at the 34-yard line. That's their first down of the game, I believe, on offense. There's the snap, a handoff up the middle. And again, he has a little bit of room to run before Travis Owens hits him and brings him down. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, again, they're pretty much running that same play with just a little bit of a variation there, but the same play is able to gain a few more yards. How long before CSP plugs the middle?
Yeah, and really all it is right now is you're doubling a defensive tackle and pushing them out to create a hole and begging your middle linebackers to step up and make the play. With that, it's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's a 0-0 game here in Clymer, and we are going to send you to a word from our sponsors.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field. Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Crotty Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Crotty Chevrolet is proud to support the CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at crottychevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crotty Chevrolet for their support.
Start of the second quarter here in Clymer, New York, as the Wolfpack and the Lakemen are tied at 0 apiece. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Lakemen as we get going here in the second quarter.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, you like to be a fly on the wall sometimes, Josh, wouldn't you? And hearing what the coaches are saying as they come out, we expect a little more fired up CSP team here in the second quarter.
Lakemen, there's a flag on the Lakemen there. It's going to be a false start on them. And as you alluded to, Coach Ty Harper called his entire team together at the end of the first quarter there and gave them a little pep talk.
Yeah, I expect a little more fire, like I said, here in the second quarter.
2nd and 10 now after the penalty. And I think, the Wolfpack definitely came out flat. They were not as aggressive as we've seen all season to this point. So we'll see how that impacts players after that conversation with their coach. 2nd and 10 now for the Lakemen. Custis under center. One back in the backfield. There's the snap. He drops back to pass now. He tries to play a draw play, and that goes nowhere as the running back is hit immediately by Colton Rhodes and brought down for a loss on the play. Loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, you've said Rhodes' name a few times now here, Josh, in this game. It's been one of the bright spots so far for CSP in this game, and it's easy to sit up here and be an armchair offensive coordinator, but I'm not sure the play call there.
Yeah, I think you have to, they had success for a little bit there running that, whatever that kind of dive play right in the middle was. We were doubling on the tackles. So now they try to run a draw. These tackles are too good for that. You can only double them for so long. Colton Rhodes proved that there. He ended up throwing the center back the other direction and breaking into the backfield. Lakemen break their huddle. It's 3rd and 15. There's the snap. They'll look to throw. He steps up in the pocket and fires one. He had a man, but it's incomplete, intended for Brady Seeley.
Yeah, it was a good throw.
Yeah, right on Seeley's hands. Would have been enough for the first down. He was contacted by the defensive back at the exact time the ball came. Nothing bad there. Nice defense by the Wolfpack.
Yeah, good defense. It was a good throw, and, luckily for CSP, they're going to be getting the ball back for their 4th possession here. Still 0-0.
Cameron Heineck on the play for the Wolfpack right on that pass, by the way. He's getting more and more time on the field. We seem to say his name more and more each week. There's the snap, and the punt is away. It's going to be a short punt, but take a Wilson bounce and be fielded there by a Wilson player at about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Wolfpack will take over in a 0-0 football game with 11 minutes left in the first half.
So what do you expect to see this time, Josh, offensively for CSP?
They need to make a statement now, and I think after Coach's pep talk at the end of the first quarter, his line is going to want to make that statement. I think they try to run the ball here.
Yeah, I think they've done really well running the ball here. Now, passing-wise, it's not really fair to say Tate Catanese has had a bad game because he hasn't. He's made a lot of good throws, just I don't think he's getting a lot of help today.
Yeah, some drop passes, which is very uncharacteristic of this receiving corps. So we'll see if they turn that around quickly here. Catanese in the shotgun. He's going to have 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. It's high over his head again. Catanese fields the ball, and now he's running to his left. He is being chased. He gets by a few guys and dives back towards the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of about 7 on the play. Second one to go over his head today.
Yeah, and I don't know where the miscommunication is coming there on the snaps, but they're going to have to correct that. If you're in the playoff, this is a playoff game right now. This is a lot tougher. But
yeah, we have not seen them, have a bad snap all season. We've not, there's a lot of uncharacteristic things happening for the Wolfpack today. 2nd and 20. Catanese will be in the shotgun.
got to run the quarterback on this one.
He's looking to throw, looking to his right. He pulls up and throws one that's nearly intercepted. Wyatt McGinnis in the right position at the right time for the Lakeman. It bounced off his chest.
Yeah, good job defensively. They were in the right place at the right time.
It will be 3rd and 20 for the Wolfpack at their own 29-yard line.
When you get down to 3rd and 20, it doesn't leave you with a whole lot of options. One of your options, you throw a 10-yard pattern into a playmaker's hands, hope that he can make a move and make somebody miss, or you just throw a 25-yard pattern. I'm not sure how many of those we have, though.
We'll see. He's actually going to be under center as Catanese, and they'll do a reverse. It was a reverse, but then he turned back the way of the original play and was tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, I think that's a reverse counter play. I don't think I've ever seen that, not even in Madden.
I think Carter Brink was the man on the reverse, and I think he was meant to come around the end. When he saw that the end was in the backfield, he tried to turn back, and it didn't work out too well.
Yeah, going to bring up 4th down.
4th and 23-ish or so for the Wolfpack. So Hinsdale will punt. 1 man deep for the Lakeman. That is Custis. Waiting for the snap. There it is. And, he's hit as he kicks the ball, but he does get it off, does Hinsdale. It bounces at the 45 and kind of dives right there, and that's where the Wolfpack will down it. Carter Brink downs the ball at the 45.
Do you think the contact was enough that it should have drawn a flag?
I don't know if it was enough to draw a flag because the ball was still in motion. I don't think it was after the ball was gone. Luckily for Hinsdale, he still got a pretty good boot on it. I think he probably took 10 or 15 yards off the boot though.
Yeah, and that's a good point. If you make contact before the ball is kicked, it's not a penalty. If it's after the ball is kicked is where you would worry about that, so a good point there, Josh.
He certainly had released it from his hand at the point of contact, but I think his foot had not quite made contact yet, so I think the rusher was good, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lakemen at the 45-yard line. Still 0-0 here in Clymer. There's the snap, a handoff to the left side, and Wolfpack swarming and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Michael Rubel on the carry and ends up on the ground about 7 yards back. I know that's not where they're going to spot it, but he got thrown at the end of the play.
Yeah, no malicious intent there. He kept his legs turning. He wasn't going to stop even after the whistle. So if you're the defender, you almost have to tackle him.
Yeah, exactly. 2nd and 11. They'll lose a yard on the play instead of the 7 where his knees finally hit the ground. And so the Lakemen still not really moving the ball great, but their defense is playing excellent today. And the Wolfpack is not doing much to help themselves with a lot of mistakes on offense.
Yeah, the Lakemen, they cannot keep moving backwards, though, on 1st down, as they're going to have a hard time getting to 3rd and manageable.
Custis under center. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 wide to each side. Wolfpack show blitz. Here's the handoff up the middle, and he's hit before he even receives the ball. That's Colton Rhodes again getting to the body before the ball even reached the receiver, and Colin Ryan brought the running back down to assist Colton Rhodes there.
Yeah, the defensive tackles for both teams pretty much have been taking over this game so far.
And that's one of those plays where that's that design run that they've been running almost all game. I guess it's kind of a trap play right up the middle. And that time it definitely didn't work. So we'll see if they try and run it again here. 3rd and long for the Lakemen.
Yeah, and if I'm the Lakemen right now, if I don't get this 1st down, unless it's 4th and 1, I'm definitely going to be punting it.
3 wide to the right. Custis in the shotgun. There's the snap. He'll fake the handoff, pull up to throw, and he's going to get hit. And Colton Rhodes brings him down for a sack on the play.
Yeah, name you said now probably half a dozen times.
He's having a heck of a day. Everybody else is off to a slow start, but not Colton Rhodes. Not defensively, anyway. I think he is the center on offense, and so maybe those high snaps are attributed to him. He's making up for it defensively.
Yeah, it brings up another 4th down and long in this game, and I don't know how many punts we've seen, but more than I think I've seen in any of the games we've done this year.
Certainly not what we expected here today. 7:07 to play in the first half, and it's a 0-0 ball game. High punt fielded, fair caught at the 29 by Carter Brink.
And CSP is going to have their 5th possession of the game now. I tell you what, Josh, last night I was able to get out to Corry and watch the Corry Harbor Creek game last night. And if anybody listening saw that game last night or heard it on the radio, I tell you what a game last night. Harbor Creek scored right away, made it 7-0, and then Corry drilled off 28 straight points to beat Harbor Creek.
Corry's very impressive this year. Very impressive team. I was also out in Pennsylvania last night. I saw Eisenhower take on Mercyhurst Prep, and Mercyhurst Prep has a running back who's a sophomore who went for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns last night.
Wow.
Wolfpack ready to start their offensive drive at the 30. Kenny's under center. There's the snap. He fakes the pitch and hands it off up the middle. It's going to be a short gain on the play, maybe 3 or 4 for Colin Ryan.
Yeah, it's a play out of the Lakeman playbook.
And do you think that they went Cadney's under center because of the bad snaps?
Yeah, that's my first thought was they're back on offense quick.
There's the snap. Another handoff up the middle. This time it's Owens. And he breaks 1 tackle. And he's going to be dragged down at about the 39 or 40 yard line, just carrying 3 or 4 Lakemen with him. And the tackle finally made by Michael Rubin.
Yeah, going to bring down 3rd and maybe 1.
That's the kind of offense that the Wolfpack's looking for.
Oh, wow, good spot.
Yeah, 3rd and a half a yard, or a quarter of a yard.
And we're going to change that to a 1st down now.
We're just going to make it a 1st down right now. That spot changed the whole dynamic of that play call right there, and the Wolfpack quickly changed the play at the line. Still be Cadney's under center, 2 wide to the right. There's the snap, a handoff up the middle to Travis Owens. He gets free. He's going to have a 1st down and more. He's up to the 45 and the 40. He breaks 1 tackle, and he's down to the 35-yard line before they finally get him down. And it's Vic Kustis saving the touchdown for the Lakemen.
Yeah, I tell you what, right now, if I'm the Wolfpack, I'm not going to any other play right now.
You let Travis Owens and Colin Ryan take you down the field?
Yeah, I think the Lakemen have not proven that they can stop that yet.
6 minutes to play in the half, 0-0. 1st down for the Wolfpack, and there's the snap, a pitch to the left side, and it's going to be Sawyer Whitney getting around the corner. He's got wheels, and he's going to get out there, breaking a couple tackles. Whitney keeps on rolling, and that's going to be enough for a Wolfpack 1st down. And a couple injured Lakemen on the play, maybe. Slow to get up after the Sawyer Whitney run. Enough for, as I said, another Wolfpack 1st down. Man, Sawyer's got some wheels, doesn't he?
Well, I tell you what, and the reason you come back to that pitch out is you run up the middle a couple of times. They start to jam the middle. It opens up that pitch, or the sweep, if you will. And like you said, Whitney, he's fast. He doesn't need a whole lot of people in front of him. He can run.
Down to the 12. Cadney's under center. There's the handoff up the middle to Colin Ryan. Ryan breaks the first couple of tackles, and he's going to gain 4 or 5 on the play. And, man, the Lakemen are getting slower and slower to get up after each one of these pounding runs from the Wolfpack.
Yeah, but I think this one are actually...
Brock Lepsch, the leading tackler, was the guy who was slow to get up that time.
Yeah, and the Lakemen have called timeout, and it's a well-timed timeout for the Lakemen.
A 2nd and 4 for the Wolfpack at the, we'll call it 6-yard line. This is a very different look from the Wolfpack than we've seen all season.
Yeah, they're just running the ball downfield, but I tell you what, it's good to have this in your repertoire and to hone on those skills of running the ball up the middle and on the outside as you get into the playoffs. You're playing a lot of good teams, especially the farther you get. You have to have all that working in cohesion as you get into the playoffs.
It's kind of a really bizarre start for the Wolfpack, and we have 5:25 to play here in the first half in a 0-0 football game. The passing game just not really clicking for them so far this game. A lot of, I think there was 3 drop passes, a couple overthrows, and just not quite what they were looking for offensively. So they've turned to the running game on this drive and have taken off right down the field. 2 power backs and Colin Ryan and Travis Owens, and then the speedster Whitney, who's back out there now, as Ryan and Whitney are in the backfield. But Cadney's will be under center again.
has to be the last dozen plays or so, or half dozen, where the quarterback's under center.
But typically not a standard formation for the Wolfpack to have this quarterback under center very often. Here's Katniss now. Snap the ball, hand it off to Whitney, and he's going to be caught just past the line of scrimmage. He didn't get very far, lead maybe a yard or two on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and about 2, maybe 3 for the Wolfpack.
So let's role play here a little bit. 3rd down and we'll say 2.5. What do you do if you're faced with the fourth down in the same distance?
I think in this game where you expect it to be up by a couple touchdowns at this point, you are going for it. You're not kicking the field goal here. There's the snap, a handoff up the middle, and nowhere to go. Oh no, it was a fake. It was a quarterback run around the end.
I still don't even know where the ball is.
Can you believe that? Katniss had me faked out so bad. I'm watching both the running backs trying to figure out where the ball was, and he's already in the end zone dancing. Take Katniss for the CSP touchdown. He takes it the 4 yards that they needed to strike, and CSP is finally on the board.
Yeah, I tell you what, he faked me out too. I'm controlling the camera here today, and yeah, I had no clue where the ball was.
Great fake there by Tate Katniss, and now they'll line up for the extra point. It'll be Barmore to snap, Katniss to hold, and Hinsdale for the kick. Kick is away, and it is good. So 7-0 is the score. CSP leads, and it only took until 4:45 in the first half for them to get on the board.
Yeah, we said the over-under was 2 plays. I think we meant maybe 25.
Yeah, we missed a little bit there. We're going to send you to a quick word from our sponsor. Come right back on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
CSP Wolfpack coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, located at 147 East Main Street, Corry, PA. They offer residential and light commercial new services, as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flicksheatingplumbingand AC.com. We thank Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing for their support of Wolfpack football coverage.
Welcome back to Clymer, New York. A 7-0 lead for the CSP Wolfpack over the Wilson Lakemen with 4:45 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, good drive by CSP that time. They were able to put some points on the board, and I think Coach Harper is probably going to be a little bit more happy with that outcome.
Bryce Hinsdale's boot is away. It's going to take a nice move right towards the middle of the end zone, fielded there by Rubel, and he's going to come out and be hit almost immediately. I think he got out to about the 15-yard line before he's hit and brought down.
Another possession for the Lakemen, and they've got to do something on this drive. You don't want to fall 2 scores down against a CSP team, especially with how the defense is playing.
So they'll take over at the, let's call it the 14-yard line. And great special teams coverage there by the Wolfpack. Their kickoff team is very good at getting down the field, being where they need to be, staying in their lanes. And they show it there. And the Lakemen break their huddle. Costas going to be in the shotgun here. 3 wide to the right. This is a different formation for Lakemen than we've seen all day.
Quick wide receiver screen, maybe.
Costas calling for the ball now. There's the snap. He hands it off to Rubel. Rubel up the middle. He gets by one guy, and then he's dragged down. And tackle made there by Alex Barmore.
Yeah, the whole point, I guess, of pulling the receivers out on that one is to try to get the defense to spread out a little bit, give you a little more room up the middle, and it seemed to work on first down.
Gain of 6 on the play for Lakeman. So 2nd and 4 for them. They break their huddle. Costas will go under center this time. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. There's the snap. Costas gives it to Rubel. Rubel plunges forward, and he's going to have a few more for the Lakemen before he's tackled. And tackle made there by Jordan Miscall.
Yep, it's going to be enough for the first down.
So Lakemen moving the ball with the running game themselves now, as we reach the 3-minute 50-second mark here in remaining to play here in the first half.
Yeah, time will be a factor for the Lakemen right now because they do run the ball. So they're going to have to get in and out of the huddle a little faster than they are right now.
I guess maybe there's 2 pieces here. One, they're trying to go down the field and score, but also don't give the Wolfpack a chance to score again as well. They'd love to go into the half down 7.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have seen that.
Quarterback in the shotgun, that is Custis. There's the snap and handoff. And wow, he's drugged out immediately by Colin Ryan. Colin Ryan was in there almost faster than the running back got to the ball.
Yeah, I just don't understand the play calling there.
Timeout Wilson, as they'll face 2nd and 13. And Colin Ryan just, really destroyed their drive to this point with that play.
Yeah, 2nd down and long again, and CSP taking the timeout, so they can get the ball back with a little bit of time, I believe.
Well, the teams are in timeout. Let's take a look real quick at the Wolfpack players in college. Micah Willink, 2 catches for 4 yards, and his first collegiate touchdown in Heidelberg's loss to Marietta, 35-7. They visit Mount Union this afternoon. That game is underway. I don't have a score for you, though. And Cam Barmore's Mercyhurst Lakers came up short in a 38-20 loss to Central Connecticut State, but Cam led the way for the Lakers receiving corps as he hauled in 8 catches for 103 yards. Mercyhurst has a bye week this weekend, but they're back in action next Saturday against Sacred Heart University.
Wow, boy, he's doing a good job there at that level.
Yeah, he's pretty much leading his team in receptions and yards most weeks, and he's leading, as of last week, he's leading all of Division 1A in touchdown catches, I believe. I'm not sure if that's still the case with the no touchdowns last week, so maybe he fell out of first place there.
I'm not sure what Coach Harper was talking about the officials after that timeout. Maybe it was the number of timeouts left.
So 2nd and 13, 3:19 to play, 3:15 to play in the half. And the clock shows 2 timeouts for each team. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap. He looks for the wide receiver screen. He's not there. He'll take a shot down the field, and he hits his man. He completes it to Ryan Hug, who's off to the races. No one's going to catch him. That is going to be a 72-yard Wilson touchdown.
Wow. But I tell you what, what a throw.
Wow. He was looking for the wide receiver screen. It wasn't there, and then he went to his second option, which was the streak. He had the outside receiver streaking down the field and just hit him in stride.
What's weird about that combination is when you run that wide receiver screen, usually the other guy is not a streaker. Usually he's a blocker.
Right.
And I think that may have thrown everything off defensively. Well drawn up play, and chance for Lakeman to tie the game before the half.
So Lakeman, 3:03 to play here. They're down by 1. They'll set up for their extra point. Man, this might go into the half at a tie. That would be a win for Wilson, wouldn't it?
But I tell you what, just even scoring any points against this defense is a win right now.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So we have a tie football game. He came off his foot real strange. I a little hesitant to call that good until the officials told us it was.
Yeah, it was almost like the little line past the meter before he hit the A button on the last attempt there.
So the Wolfpack defense comes back to the sideline. They got burned on a deep shot. It's one play. You have to let it go and continue on, and their offense is going to have to go out and do something here. They got plenty of time. 3:03 to play here in the half, and a tie game, 7-7 here in Clymer.
I tell you what, another thing it does now is it makes you respect that deep pass now. Whether it's only one completion or not, you have to respect, I believe, number 11 running down the sideline. You're going to have to get a little bit of over-the-top help.
And here comes Wilson. They're got some energy right now as they line up to kick off. I think feeling themselves a little bit for the first time today.
Yeah, now CSP is definitely going to try to go down and get some points again before the half. I try to check the scoreboard without ruining the camera. Just over 3 minutes left here.
Waiting for the kickoff from Fairriches. Fairriches is getting ready to kick it, and his kick is away. And right into the hands of the second line. I think that's Cameron Eining. Eining gets past a few guys. He's loose at the 45. He's trying to get the edge, and he turns up to the 50, up to the 47, where he's brought down. Great return there, and Josiah Lawrence, the only thing between him and the end zone.
I don't understand the squib kick on that. I mean, maybe it was a missed kick, but...
Well, that gives the Wolfpack exactly what they needed, a little positive motivation here after giving up the touchdown. 2:54 to play in the half, and they'll be starting in the Lakeman side of the field.
Yeah, last thing you wanted to do if you're the Lakeman is give any momentum back to CSP, and that's exactly what they did.
Wolfpack break their huddle now, starting at between the 47 and the 48-yard line. Catney's in the shotgun, 3 wide to the right.
I throw that corner.
Waiting for the snap. There it is. He's going to have a run to the left side. He gets to the corner and is brought down after a gain of about 4 on the play. Tackle made there by Koa Lapai.
Yeah, good job. And clock continues to tick down. 2 timeouts left for CSP. We're under 3 minutes left in the half. Tied 7-7.
2nd and 5. And they'll come out in a heavy formation. And there's a handoff up the middle. It's Colin Ryan, and he's going to get about 2 or 3 on the play before being brought down by about 6 Lakemen, led in there by number 37, Brock Lepsch.
Yeah, in the last possession, 37 got tackled by Ryan, and on this possession, it's the opposite.
3rd and 2 for the Wolfpack now as we reach the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Catney's in the shotgun. There's the snap. He looks to throw. He does, and he has his man. It's Hinsdale, and Hinsdale's going to have the first down and get out of bounds. I guess he was pushed out of bounds, so the clock will run up at the 30-yard line.
I don't know about clock still running there. I think he thought he was out of bounds before the forward progress. But if you're moving backwards when you go out of bounds, it's one of those weird rolls where the clock will continue to run.
Wolfpack ran the line anyway. 1st and down at the 30. 1st and 10 at the 30. 1:50 remaining in the half. Catney's under center. There's the snap. He hands it off to the right side. It's Travis Owens plunging forward for 4 or 5 on the play before falling to the turf at around the 25-yard line.
Now, if you're CSP, you don't have to hurry here. You got plenty of time. You've got a couple of timeouts.
1:30 remaining in the half. Wolfpack out of the huddle, and again, a heavy formation. 2 wide to the left. There's the snap. A pitch to Owens now to the left side. He gets around the corner, gets past one man, and gets shoved out of bounds there. I'm not sure how many yards they're going to mark that. We're going to see where the line judge ends up putting the ball. I'm going to call it a gain of about 4 for Travis Owens, and it'll make it 3rd and 1 for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, 3rd down and 1. This is a big down. Well, now they're going to move it back.
Now they're saying it's a gain of 2 on the play. So 3rd and 4 for the Wolfpack.
May have a little bit of a conversation here. Timeout.
Timeout was.
For Lakeman, yeah.
So they'll have 1 left now and 1:17 to play as the Wolfpack have moved the ball, but this is a pivotal 3rd down.
So if you're CSP, I only see 2 different plays coming up at this point. I see a quarterback keeper, letting him run outside, try to pick up the first down. Or you pitch it out again to Owens, who's been able to get chunk yards on that pitch out.
Or do you go with a speedster like Whitney and see if you can get the edge?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Whitney is fast. We haven't seen him a whole lot in this game, but it could be his time. I guess it's going to really depend on, it's a ball it's on the left hash, right?
So we've said all these things. They're going to come out and run a wide receiver screen or something, right? So.
Right. Yeah, whatever we say, just know that that's not what's going to happen. We've learned that.
Wolfpack break the sideline huddle, and it'll be Owens and Ryan, the 2 backs. Brink and Hinsdale to the right, and Barmore in the tight end position.
Could throw it deep to Barmore, or boy, Hinsdale has a little bit of room out there.
Bringing Hinsdale across the formation now. Brink one-on-one all the way over to the right by himself. Caddy's in the shotgun. There's the snap. He fakes the handoff, looking to his left. He fires. He has Hinsdale, and they're saying it's incomplete. Bryce disagrees, but the stripes call it incomplete, and that is the way the play will stand. It will be 4th down for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, short pass came up just a little bit short. The decision here, and the only decision, of course, is to go for it, but the real decision is which play do you call?
1:11 remaining in the half. 4th and 3 for the Wolfpack. Cadney's in the shotgun. He has Owens beside him, and now they'll audible. He'll go under center, bringing Ryan in the backfield with Owens.
Ooh, Barmore might have some room outside.
There's the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He has room. He fires. He has Carter Brink, and Carter drops the touchdown pass.
Yeah, I meant Brink, not Barmore. Brink had some room on the outside. I kind of expected that play.
I don't know the last time I've ever said Carter Brink dropped a touchdown pass when he was all alone in the end zone. This is very uncharacteristic of this receiving corps.
Yeah, good pass, good play, but wasn't the result that CSP was hoping for. And, the hardest part about football is forgetting the last play. And, it's on to the next play now, but, still a play that probably could have been made, but you can't dwell on that one now. And now on to stopping Wilson from, throwing the ball deep. I think Wilson's just going to run the clock out here and go to the half.
Yeah, I mean they're in a tie game with the top team in the class. 7-7 with 106 to play here in the half. And they're at their own 23, so unless they get a play right here off the bat, they only have one timeout. So they're probably not going to try to grind their way down the field. Quarterback under center. There's the snap, handoff to the left side, and he ends up pushing forward and getting a little bit more after the initial contact. He'll get up to somewhere around the 28-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play for the Lakemen.
Yeah, so on the last play, when they brought Brink, he was off the line. He came onto the line of scrimmage in tight. There was a lot of room on the right side of the field, and the ball was on the left hash. So he had all day to run that corner, and it was a beautiful route, beautiful throw. Just the catch wasn't able to be made for one reason or another. But I expect CSP to be doing more of that in the second half. I think exposing some of that tight group defensively that the Lakemen like to bring everybody in tight, and I think that's going to expose the outside of the field.
Down to 20 seconds to play here in the half, 7-7 game, and Custis is under center. There's the snap, a handoff to the left side, and stopped there and brought down. Travis Owens on the tackle, 5.8 seconds on the clock. I'm not sure why they stopped the clock.
Probably for the first down there, I think.
It will be a first down. And once they get the chain gang all set over there, and now the clock will run out. So it'll be halftime, 7-7. A surprising effort on the first half from the Lakemen. The Wolfpack got some things to talk about.
Yeah, boy, and like I said at the end of the first quarter, I'd like to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. But, the reality is football is a game you have to play and you have to make adjustments. It doesn't matter who you're playing. A lot of adjustments, I think, that are going to be made. I think more adjustments are going to be made for the Lakemen more than CSP. I think CSP is just really, they don't need to adjust much. They just got to be able to catch the ball.
Stop making mistakes, right? So we're going to send you off to our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show. And we look forward to having you back here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream at channel989.org. Stay tuned. The Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up shortly.
WHYP-LP Corry.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play.
This is Channel 98.9 Music. This is Channel 98.9 Music.
You are the only exception. You are the only exception.
And this is Channel 98.9 Music.
So who the hell am I to expect a savior? Oh, if I only talk to God when I need a favor.
Corry's Radio Alternative, Channel 98.9.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Bob Stein. I host the Grunge Garage. We take you back to the 1990s with all your favorite alternative and Britpop songs. I know you missed these songs, and you got them all with me. Plus, once an hour, we do mandatory Morrissey and a salute to my favorite sad but mighty lyrical god. The Grunge Garage with me, Bob Stein. It's a trip to the 1990s, and you're going to love it. Check it out every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight right here on Channel 98.9.
Talking to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
1 out of 5 Americans is disabled. That's over 60 million people nationwide. I'm Eric Hawk from American rock band Portugal the Man, and I'm here to tell you that it can be difficult getting back to work or finding a job at all following an injury or living with a disability. That's where NTI comes in. NTI is the leader in getting disabled Americans and American veterans back to work. If you're having a hard time finding a job or know someone that is, contact NTI at nticentral.org or hit them up on the phone at 877-248-8912. Go out there and get back to work.
Corry's only locally operated radio station is Channel 98.9. With your eerie weather, your favorite personalities.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Monday.
You see today local news, entertainment, and information around the clock. And Corry's modern rock. Channel 98.9, your one radio station.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to a pop concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I'll have a soft pretzel.
Or B, just roll with it?
Justin! OMG! I love you, Justin! I love you!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Angela Morton. I help bring awareness of drug and alcohol issues to rural areas. Let's talk about addiction. Did you know addiction is a medical condition that is treatable? Using drugs or alcohol changes your brain, and treatment can help people recover from addiction. If you or someone you know are struggling with drugs or alcohol, or wonder if you might be addicted, help is available even if you don't have insurance. It's your life and your decision. It just starts with a phone call. Call 1-800-662-HELP and ask about treatment options in your area. This message is brought to you by Channel 98.9, Corry's Radio Alternative.
CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane and Climber. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is often laced into illicit drugs and used to make fake versions of prescription pills. You can't see it, taste it, or smell it. Suppliers mix fentanyl into their products because it's potent and cheap, and the dealer might not even know. Keep yourself and others safe by knowing the real deal on fentanyl. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Dave W. Phillips, along with my sidekicks, Taryn McKenna. We have a new show here on Channel 98.9. It's called Studio B. Indie alternative music, SoCal style. Studio B is new, cutting-edge music from up-and-coming artists or artists you may not have heard of before. Studio B. Sundays at 7 p.m. right here on Channel 98.9, Corry's Radio Alternative.
Talking to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is Channel 98.9 Music. This is Channel 98.9 Music. And this is Channel 98.9 Music. Corry's Radio Alternative, Channel 98.9.
Thanks for tuning in to CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream, powered by Lictus Oil and Propane. The halftime show is a presentation of the Corry Federal Credit Union. The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play.
We welcome you back to Clymer, New York, in about 3 minutes left here in the Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show. 7-7 is the score. The Wolfpack off to a very slow start against the Lakemen of Wilson.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody expected this. The score to be 7-7 at halftime, and it's not that I didn't expect the Lakemen maybe to get 7 points. I didn't expect CSP to only have 7 coming into the half. And I think we're going to see a different CSP team in the second half, and you almost have to.
It's kind of funny. If you can pan the camera over here to the right, they took the team out here behind this shed right there. Instead of taking them back to the locker room, which is typically the case here in Clymer, they go back to the locker room at halftime. But not today. Today they went out behind this shed. And I think that has a lot to do with the conversation that's being had.
Yeah, it's tough. The kids, they face adversity throughout the season one way or another. But usually when you've been beating teams like you should, and then you come home to beautiful Clymer, New York, and you're playing down to the competition, you start letting that affect your team. You don't want it to become the identity. That's the important thing. Is you have to understand, and probably what Coach is saying right now, guys, is, hey, this is just a moment. This is not who we are. This is just a moment we had in the first half. We had our warm-up session. Let's go out and, normally we say, hey, let's go win the second half. Well, the reality is in this game, whatever team wins the second half is going to win.
Absolutely.
So both coaches are telling their team right now, let's go out, let's win the second half. Now, if you're the Lakemen and you're their coach, you're probably saying, hey, we should be ahead. But we blew some opportunities in this game, and we think we might be the better team today. And it's not too often you can say that against a CSP team. So if I'm the coach of the Lakemen, I'm telling this team right now, we need to go out and prove that the first half was not a fluke, that this is our identity.
Yeah, Bill Atlas knows how to coach up his squad, and he certainly will be attempting to. He has his team down here in the far end zone to the left of us, and Coach Atlas will certainly be giving a speech similar to what you just described. I think, what he needs to see from his Lakemen is that the 1-5 record is not who they are, right? That they're who they're playing like right now. And, their season isn't over because everyone in Class D makes the playoffs. So they'll have an opportunity to upset somebody in the postseason. It doesn't really matter how you get there, as long as you're there.
Yeah, once you're there, everybody's in the same situation, right? You lose and you go home.
And you do this to a good team, they did this last year in the postseason. They beat Franklinville-Ellicottville to get to the stadium in a game that they were not supposed to even have a chance in, right? But Franklinville-Ellicottville had a slow start, and Wilson rode the Jack Mahar train all the way to the stadium.
Well, I tell you what, he was fun to watch.
He was an excellent running back, and they don't have that this year. That's certainly missing. I mean, Rubel is a solid running back, but he's no Jack Mahar.
Yeah, I seen Mahar last year run, I think, a 70-yard touchdown against a CSP team up in Wilson. But, one of the things of the first half that we got to talk about, too, is the number of penalties. And I remember one. Now, I'm kind of old.
Holding on CSP,
yeah.
I think there was one flag on Wilson as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, not very many. So, a lot of the time when CSP is playing teams, if the other teams are shooting themselves in the foot, and it's been relatively clean for both teams. That holding call was a big holding call against CSP. It was a big gain on the play and ended up coming back.
Yep. So the Wolfpack's still down behind the woodshed, so to speak, having a chat with Coach Harper, and hopefully he's going to get some more fire out of his team here in the next few minutes, as we are getting real close to the end of halftime here in Clymer and getting ready to get back to the action. I want to call your attention real quick to a special guest we have here at the game today. If you're on X and you follow me on X, you can find him on my X. His name is Psychotic with an S, and Psychotic is a world-class sports photographer. He travels the entire United States photographing high school football games. He's here for the CSP Wilson game today. Kind of a neat thing to have him here on site. Go check out his pictures. He has some great ones.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cool to have, to have the environment that he comes into. And, I heard him during halftime. He came over and was talking to another gentleman and said, well, I kind of expected a blowout in this game.
Yeah, and I think, he's tuned in to what's going on. We worked for Pennsylvania Football News together, and in that environment, he understands the context of these games very, very well. So he's not just here taking pictures. He gets it. So, I think we all kind of expected a very different first half. So we'll see what happens as the Wolfpack returns to the field now. Lakeman stretching on the far side. We're in that 3 minutes that you love and Doc loves so much, the extra halftime.
Yeah, it's the halftime and then I guess the quarter halftime. I can't even do the math on that, so don't ask. But we're in that 3 minute stretch, and it's going to be interesting as we come out here into the second half. We're tied up 7-7, and it's been an entertaining first half.
If you have your calendar handy or your phone, here's some dates to put down and to mark off. You're going to need these dates, so get ready for this. You ready? This is the playoff outlook for CSP. And I was hoping to be having this conversation up 30 points at the half, but we'll have it now anyway. Class D playoff outlook. If CSP wins today, they clinch the top seed. That means they'll get a first-round bye. That means they won't have a game 11-1, 11-2, right? They've already actually clinched that first-round bye. Even if they're not the top seed, they'll be the 2 seed. The semifinal round will be a home game for CSP on 11-9 in Panama. If they win that, then they'll play at Highmark Stadium on a Thursday, 11/14 at 3 p.m. So there's the first one you need to mark your calendar. That game is a Thursday at 3 p.m. That's a weird one. You're going to have to take at least an afternoon off of work to take the drive up to Orchard Park to watch the Wolfpack there. Should they win that game, they'll advance to the Far West Regionals on a Friday, 11/22 at 5 p.m. at SUNY Brockport. And then the semifinals of the state playoffs are 11/29 at 3 p.m. at Vestal High School. And the Class D state championship is December 6th this year, very late, at the JMA Dome in Syracuse.
Wow, gonna be a cold one.
It's in the dome, yeah. It'll be really cold in there. That game in Vestal, though, that'll be a cold one. The state semifinal game, which potentially would be Tioga, that would be 11/29 at 3 p.m. at Vestal High School. That'll be potentially a cold one.
Yeah, I remember I caught a state championship game in North Carolina in 2017. It was at NC State, and it was -2 degrees. in North Carolina. It was a cold day. That's the first thing I thought of when you said December 6th. Of course, the dome didn't register, and the dome didn't register in my dome. But I guess it'll probably be okay in there.
Yeah, I think that's the saving grace is that it's actually inside. So we're getting ready to get back to action here in the second half in Clymer, and I think the Wolfpack are going to have to come out and show some of that moxie that's made them so dominant over the last couple of years.
Yep, and they'll be kicking off. They'll be playing defense here to start the second half. Josh, I wanted to say something really quick before we start the second half here. You know, this is my second year calling CSP football, and the jump this year with having you aboard has just been tremendous. I love listening to the Coach's Corner. You've done an amazing job with bringing a lot to this product. And if this is my last game calling, as my job's taken me quite a bit east, I want to say it's been an honor to sit here with you in your first season here at CSP.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's a great group of guys to come into, and you guys do an awesome job. So I feel like I walked into a great product to begin with. Kickoff is off, and the return up to about the 20-yard line by Ryan Hogue. And I didn't want to cut that short, but had to say something about the play. But thank you for everything you guys have shown me this year and the opportunity that I've gotten. And, you know, I'm happy we're putting together something that's really nice and good for our listeners. But most importantly, thank you to our sponsors for making this happen. Because if it wasn't for all of you folks and your businesses, this wouldn't be on the air right now.
Yeah, but it's important. Make sure, don't just tell the sponsors thank you. Stop in, you know, shop with them, give them the local support that they need. And, you know, you couldn't have said it any better there, Josh.
Wilson will start their first drive of the second half at the 21-yard line. They break their huddle, and quarterback Vic Kustis will be under center. Rubel in the backfield by himself. Wolfpack showing a little bit of intensity to the left side, maybe a blitz there. There's the snap, a handoff to the right, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage before he gets hit. Rubel's still on his feet, and he's going to end up turning that, what should have been a loss, into a probably 4 or 5 yard gain.
You know, and that's important because every play that you get that extra effort for is really going to motivate your team even more. You know, these kids from Wilson, they know that they shouldn't be in this game. That was probably part of the thought process coming in is, hey, this could be a really rough game for us. But the fact that they're tied in the second half, every little bit of momentum they get is going to be, it's going to be exasperated even more.
Yep. 2nd and 5 for the Lakemen. Kustis under center again, Rubel in the backfield. We have a strong formation to the right. Wolfpack showing real aggressive there to the line, and there's the handoff to Rubel to the right side. He gets around the first tackler and is brought down a few yards short of the first down. Let's call it a gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, gonna be 3rd and maybe 2.
Let's see where the spot is exactly. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the Lakemen. That was a good start for them. First 2 plays, getting some positive yardage. That's the 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of approach, but it's getting it done for them so far.
Yeah, they scored on a 72-yard pass at the end of the first half, and that really makes you have to respect that deep ball.
Now they bring in a fullback, so 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap, a quarterback sneak, and he powers forward, does Kustis, and that's going to be enough for a Lakeman first down.
Good opening drive here to start the second half.
It was a really good push from the middle lineman there from the Lakemen. And this is the one strength the Lakemen have, is a lot of this line was part of that team last year that went to the stadium and faced CSP there. So they have some returning linemen. They have some power there.
Yeah, do you think maybe the Lakemen are having the mentality of a little bit of a revenge game here against CSP?
Sure. I know that they weren't happy with the results at the stadium. They definitely would like to have some revenge. Here we go, 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he runs into the running back, and here comes the Wolfpack, and that's going to go for a loss of 4 on the play. And the handoff was meant to be to the right side, and the running back tried to go the other way. Alex Barmore, the first one there for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, you can't make that mistake against this team. You can't have 2nd and long. You got to keep getting a couple yards on every down if you're the Lakemen. It puts you in a tough spot now.
That's the first time today I've seen the Lakemen make a truly just egregious error, you know, on their side of the operation. You know, they have really played a clean football game to this point, so that's the first big mistake for them.
Yeah, one thing I would like to see is when they come out and they're going to run the ball, the receivers have to do something, though, on this line.
They're not blocking.
Yeah, they're just kind of standing there. What that does is that dictates to the safety. If he just looks over and sees the receiver not move, he can run right to the line of scrimmage.
All right. Kustis under center. 2nd and 13 for the Lakemen. There's the snap. He'll fake the handoff, pull back to pass. He's looking to his right. Now there's pressure. He gets by one man. He's off and running, and it's Barmore bringing him down. He did fumble at the end, but reels it back in. Gain of, let's say, 5 on the play after getting chased out of the pocket for Vic Custis.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he had a man downfield if he wanted to let that go. I don't think he trusted his arm to throw it that far.
3rd and 7 for the Lakemen after that scramble. And he was initially hit in the backfield and almost brought down. I think it was Travis Owens that almost got him. And he squirted away from that tackle and then was able to turn it into something positive for the Lakemen. 3rd and long now.
That would explain not throwing it. Probably didn't have enough time to reset his feet.
Yeah. 8:21 to play in the 3rd quarter in a 7-7 game. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap. He throws the wide receiver screen to the near side and met in the backfield and brought down for a huge loss. Carter Brink on the play for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I like the play call. I just don't like the play design. You know, when you catch that wide receiver screen, the other receiver over there with you has to block somebody, and he was outmatched on that block.
Yeah, that's the same play they ran for the touchdown before. That receiver releases. He only blocks for like a second or two, and then he takes off on like a streak down the sideline. That time, Carter Brink read it, and he went right for that screen and put it to bed for about a 9-yard loss on the play.
That was a big play for CSP, forcing a punt.
There's the snap. The boot is a high one, and fair catch called for by Hinsdale, and he'll make that catch. Oh, he dropped the ball, reels it back in at the 41. Scary moment there as he almost dropped the fair catch and had to dive down on the ball.
Yeah, it seems to be when the ball's been in the air, and it's not just CSP, both teams are having a tough time seeing it, and I'm not sure if maybe the glare from my head is out on the field or something's going on. They seem to be having some miscues when the ball's been pretty high.
You would think today would be a great day for passing the football and throwing the ball around. Has not been the case for either team except for the one long pass for the Lakemen. 7:26 to play in the 3rd quarter, 7-7 game. Time for the Wolfpack's first possession of the 2nd half.
Yep, and if I'm the Wolfpack, I'm coming out and I'm giving it to Owens.
And it'll be Catney's under center. 2 backs in the backfield, Owens the tail. There's the snap to give to Owens on the left side. He gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's off to the races. He's got a 1st down and more. He's up to the 40 and down to the 35-yard line is Travis Owens. Gain of 25 on the play.
Yeah, I'm coming right back into that wheelhouse. Lakemen have not been able to stop that.
Travis Owens he's a bruiser back. He's not a speed back. But, man, when he finds some open field and he gets that head of steam up, there's hardly anyone who can step in front of him and stop him one-on-one.
It's going to open up that corner route again to Brink that's been dropped a couple times.
Catney's back in the shotgun, 2 wide to the right, to the left. High snap way over his head. He's chasing the ball at the 50. He dives on it, and he's tagged down at his own 46, and he's not happy with that. As when he was tagged down, the man who tagged him down, Landon Mueller, hit him in the head. Yeah, Catney's popped right back up and showed his displeasure, and a flag came out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the flag actually should be on both, I believe. It should be a late hit. And there's the late hit. Okay,
Yep.
So they didn't call it. I was hoping that they didn't call it on just on Catney's. But
so just the late hit is called. That'll give CSP back all the yards lost from that bad snap.
Yeah, the timing of the flag kind of made me a little bit concerned that they may be throwing the flag on Catney's, but luckily they didn't.
So the 3rd snap today that's gone over Catney's head. Colton Rhodes has been a sure thing at center this year. But I have it on good authority, his mother, that he's not feeling well today. So that may have something to do with the fact that the snaps are a little inconsistent. Defensively, though, Colton, we've called his name several times in positive ways, so hopefully he can get the snap under control for the Wolfpack.
Yep. It should be 1st down still.
So 1st and 14, it looks like, after the penalty.
I'm not sure why it's 2nd down. Should be 1st down.
And there's a lot of confusion. Guess they're going to accept the fact that it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure how. There's a dead ball foul, that's why.
Catney's audibles and goes under center. 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap, a pitch to the side. It's Owens. He gets through the initial line of scrimmage, gain of about 8 on the play, and he's brought down there. And Lakeman come up with a football, but I think he was down well before they took it from him.
Yep, I agree. Going to be 3rd down and about 7. And again, the reason why it was 2nd down was it was a dead ball foul. It was after the fumble. So that's why the down did count on 1st down.
CSP right back to the line now, 3rd and 7. Cadney's in the shotgun, audibles to go under center.
Yeah, here's that formation they ran the corner last time.
And it is the same exact play. He rolls out. He's still rolling to his left, looking. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage as Cadney's takes off for the first down, and he's pushed out of bounds there right at the marker. But the flag, I think, is going to be holding on the Wolfpack.
It is. I really don't like the penalty there, and I would have said that for either team, to be honest. Yeah, the defender actually fell down. Well, he was engaged in the block, the offensive guy, and they called holding, but got to live with it. Going to be 3rd down and long now.
What's interesting there is that the play was already gone, so it had very little to do with the impact of the outcome of the play.
Yeah, 0 impact. You're right.
Well, they mark off the penalty against the Wolfpack, and now they'll be faced with 3rd and long from the 41-yard line. That'll be about 3rd and 16 for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, it's been a weird series to start the half.
Weird game in total here. 6:04 to play in the 3rd quarter, 7-7. The Wolfpack continue to struggle offensively, a lot of miscues. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
You know, I'm surprised that play wasn't defended even better, as it was the same formation they ran last time.
Cadney's in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's looking to his left. He fires. He has Hinsdale, and Hinsdale catches it as he's falling out of bounds, and they say no.
I tell you what a catch by Hinsdale. Although he was out of bounds, what a catch.
He's trying to plead his case with a far side line judge, but he's not going to win this one. And it's 4th down for the Wolfpack.
And it's again no man's land, and the Wolfpack are going to have to punt, I believe.
Still 7-7. 5:42 to play in the 3rd quarter. And if you're watching this thing from any place else that's not Wolfpack land, or you're Randolph or Franklinville, Ellicottville, you're pretty excited to see this game right now. White in motion across the formation. There's the snap. Hinsdale has it. His boot is up, and a good one. And it's going to bounce in for the touchback. Just about a yard further than he wanted it to go.
Yep, good punt. But, again, took maybe a couple yards too much. And the Lakemen, with 5:34 left in the 3rd quarter and a tie game, they have a chance to go up here.
Got to go 80 yards first, and their offense has not proven that they could do that other than the one deep bomb. So, see if the Wolfpack defense has gives up anything more than just those little inside runs that they've been giving up.
Yeah, so if I'm the Lakemen right now, where I'm at on the field, that's all I'm doing is running the ball up the middle. I'd be happy to get 1 first down and to punt it back. Well, I don't know if I'd be happy, but I'd be content.
I mean, stay in a tie game, right? The Wolfpack showing the middle linebacker stepping up closer to the line of scrimmage to try to maybe ward off that play. Wilson in the shotgun. There's the snap. He hands it off to Rubel. Rubel up the middle. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then squirts free to the right side. He is going to get tripped up by the last man. Oh, man. Rubel was gone for a touchdown. He got tripped up by Dalton Richter.
Yeah, Richter saved a touchdown.
How did he even get his shoestrings, man? That was a shoestring tackle.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what. Richter saved 7 points there, and it'd be a weird conversation if we were talking about CSP being down here at the end of the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 for the Lakemen at the 38-yard line. They come out in a power formation with 2 backs in the backfield and the quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap. He gives it up the middle, and Rubel again forward for a gain of 5 on the play.
Yep, again.
Well, that was Leps that time, not Rubel, sorry.
Yeah, good first down again, though, by the Lakemen.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 for Wilson. And the Wolfpack sideline trying to get their defense fired up as the Lakemen break their huddle. 2 wide to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun again.
Same formation they threw the deep pass on.
There's the snap. Handoff up the middle. It's Leps. He gets by one guy, and then he's brought down there, but enough for Lakeman a first down, gain of about 9 on the play for Leps.
Another first down, and the Lakemen are now moving the ball.
And they are on the CSP side of the field for the first time in the second half. 7-7, 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. And the Lakemen are marching.
Expect them to keep doing the same thing. I wouldn't change anything if I'm the Lakemen right now. Force that extra defender in the middle and then maybe take a shot deep again if you get, a manageable second down.
2 wide to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 wide to both sides. Receiver in motion across the formation to make it 3 wide to the left. High snap, and he takes off, but not before being dragged down by Alex Barmore. Gain of about 3 on the play for the quarterback as Custis made something out of nothing there.
Yeah, and that's exactly, Josh. You said it best. You make something out of nothing. That snap almost went over his head. I almost guarantee you that wasn't the play call. Take the snap and run. But he didn't look around to throw it. He just got what he could. Probably would have been happy just to get back to the line of scrimmage, but ends up with a gain of 3.
Heads up play there. So now it's 2nd and 7 for the Lakemen with 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter in a 7-7 football game. Lakemen now with 2 wide to the right, 1 in motion. Coming across to make it 2 wide to the left. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and he's hit in the hole and brought down there. Great defensive effort by number 54, and that is Brian Gomez on the play.
I like the smoke and mirrors of the motion play, but in order for that to work, you have to fake that jet sweep a couple of times. The snap's happening after the jet motion's already past the quarterback. You're not going to throw any defense off guard with that, though.
It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Lakemen. The Gomez tackle kept them at the same line of scrimmage, no gain or loss on the play. Lakemen break their huddle. Going to come out, and quarterback will be under center. That's Custis. 2 wide to the left.
Got to run it up the middle again.
There's the snap. Handoff to the left side, and he's hit there hard at the 40-yard line, brought down. Colin Ryan on the tackle, as well as Brian Gomez. And the linebacker standing up for the Wolfpack, making a stop now as it's 4th down.
Yeah, I don't like running outside the tackle there. I think you got to run that right up the middle. It brings up a 4th down. So if I'm the coach right now, if I'm Coach Atlas, I'm punting.
Yeah, I mean, you've got back on their side of the field. You flipped the field, right? And your defense has been playing well. Why not punt the ball away? And that's what they come out and line up to do. Rubel back to punt. Deep for the Wolfpack is Brink and Hinsdale. There's the snap. Punt is up. Hinsdale watching it, and Brink takes it. He takes off to the right side. He's up to the 20, and he's ran out of bounds shy of the 25-yard line. And that's where the Wolfpack will start their next possession with 1:26 to play here in the third quarter. We're going to send you real quick to a word from our sponsors.
CSP Wolfpack football coverage is brought to you on the Channel 98.9 sports stream by Jim's Automotive, located at 13250 Route 6 in Corry. Phone 814-664-9602. Offering a full line of auto parts, propane filling, and more. Jim's Automotive wants to wish the best of luck to the Wolfpack this season.
Welcome back as the Wolfpack goes right back to the line. They give us no time to get in our sponsor messages. There's the snap, a handoff to the left side. It's Travis Owens. He's got the corner. Can he turn it up? And he tries to. He's ran out of bounds for a gain of 6 or 7 on the play.
Yeah, and I think this needs to be the recipe for the rest of the game. If I'm CSP, it's the one thing that's just been working well. And keep the quarterback under center. Keep pitching it out to Owens or have him come up the middle.
Just go score some points, right? I mean, they just need to get a lead built up here. You can't let a team like this have a chance. You got to get a few scores on them here. 1:18 to play in the third. 7-7 game. 2nd and 3 for the Wolfpack. There's the snap. It's a handoff up the middle. It's Colin Ryan. He's got the 1st down and more, and he's still dragging Lakeman all the way to the 49-yard line. Gain of 15 for Colin Ryan and a Wolfpack 1st down.
Yep, exactly what we just called for, and CSP can score at will. We know that, but right now, they just need to have a long, methodical drive, get some confidence, and put the Lakemen in a position to where they just can't run the ball up the middle.
Catney's under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Hinsdale all the way out to the right. There's the handoff to the right side. It's Sawyer Whitney. He gets by a few men, enough for a Wolfpack 1st down. Gain of 11 for Sawyer on the play.
Yep,
Tackle made there by Koa Lepe.
Yep, keep the chain crew moving. And I know, what that does too, and I'm not so sure I'd even take that shot yet. That sets up an opportunity to throw one of these corners again. That's one of the staples of this offense, but I'm not even sure I'd take that chance right now.
Catney's under center. Here's the handoff to Whitney. He's hit immediately in the backfield. Gobbled up and taken down by Hamza Merrick.
Wow.
Merrick's a big guy, too. A lot bigger than Sawyer.
Boy, he got in there quick.
Yeah, that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play for Sawyer. He's not injured, don't worry. He's off the field. He's fine. And the Wolfpack break the huddle. 2nd and 12 now with 18 seconds to play in the third quarter. Cadney's under center. There's the snap, the handoff to the right side. And another great defensive effort by the Lakemen.
Same one.
This time it's number 50, Michael Jeffers, making the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, but I tell you what, they've gotten some defensive penetration the last couple of plays.
That'll be the end of the third quarter. We're going to send you to a word from our sponsors.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage is sponsored by Meerhoffs Furniture and Appliance, providing refrigeration, cooking, dishwashers, and laundry appliances, and furniture for bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, and more. Meerhoffs is located at 128 West Smith Street in Corry, and online at meerhoffs.com. Channel 98.9 Sports thanks Meerhoffs for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support.
Welcome back here as fourth quarter getting ready to begin. A 7-7 ball game, something that no one expected here in Clymer today.
I tell you what, it's going to be a test for both of these teams now. No longer you're trying to win a half, now you're trying to win a quarter. And CSP's got 3rd and long.
The Wolfpack on a sustained drive. They were doing pretty well here, but now this drive seems to be stalling out. 4 wide to the right as they come out, but they audible out of that. They'll go to a shotgun formation with 3 wide to the left.
I'm throwing that screen.
There's the snap. Cadney's looking downfield. Now he takes off. He fires it, and right through the hands of Alex Barmore. Is that the 5th drop of the day by wide receivers for the Wolfpack?
Yeah, it's another drop there, and punt team going to come out, I believe.
It's a very strange offensive day for the Wolfpack. I mean, we never see these guys drop footballs. And it's not like there's rain or something else that's a factor today.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, I like the play call. And we hadn't seen that a lot either. Barmore, Cat East, because of his legs, can draw the defenders to him when he starts to take off. And we haven't seen him run and then throw the ball much, but he did on that play, and that probably would have been a touchdown had it been caught.
Hogue deep for the Lakemen. There's the snap, and the kick is up from Hinsdale. Hogue watching it, and it's going to take a CSP bounce. Can they down it? And looks like they will, very close to the goal line. Great special teams effort there by the Wolfpack. And it looked like Timothy White was the guy who got down there and prevented it from going in for the touchback.
Yeah, when you have a game where both offenses are kind of stalling, special teams can win you the game, and that could be a play that maybe changes the complexion of the final 11 minutes and 43 seconds of this tied game.
If someone would have told you that Wilson would have came in here and been tied with CSP 7-7 with 11 minutes left, I mean, you might as well go buy some lottery tickets if you thought that was going to happen, right?
I'm not sure I have a response. That was good. That was good.
Spot of the play where they start the possession will be at the 7-yard line. I thought they were actually a little closer to the goal line.
Yeah, me too. My wife doesn't let me play the lottery, though.
Yeah. Wilson going to have their quarterback, Vic Kustis, under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Hard count. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle. And he gets into the hole and powers forward, pushing everyone for a nice little gain there. Gain of probably 6 on the play.
It's one thing that's, I'm surprised that the Lakemen only had 1 win.
Yeah, they look like a much better team than that, don't they? Brock Lepsch on the carry. And the Lakemen do have losses to some pretty good football teams, close losses. They lost to Newfane, and they lost to Alden, which are both very good teams. But a 41-13 loss to Franklinville-Ellicottville and a 28-14 loss to Gowanda Pine Valley. And they lost 49-0 to Randolph last week.
Yeah, and this team, I mean, if they can continue to run the ball up the middle and double team the defensive tackles like they've been doing, that should be a false start.
2nd and 2 is a quarterback sneak, and he's hitting the hole and knocked backwards. Colin Ryan threw him back about 10 yards. Let's see what the spot is, though. Forward progress, going to probably be no gain on the play. Well, they're going to give him about a half a yard. 3rd and 1 now for the Lakemen. We're down to 10.5 minutes to play in this game and a 7-7 tie.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't run the quarterback keeper on this one.
Colton Rhodes and Travis Owens are kind of betting he will. They'd like to see that again because they're right there. Custis under center. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and he powers forward for the Lakemen 1st down. Tackle made there by Colin Ryan.
And that's all you would see the rest of the game if I was coaching right now. That's all you would see the rest of this game. Just runs up the middle, maybe a little bit of off tackle, but not much because their CSP is pretty fast.
1st and 10 at the 20 now for the Lakemen as they've gotten themselves out of that trouble zone of being backed up in their own end. We're down to 10 minutes to play in this game.
Yeah, one thing it'll do, it'll take a lot of time off of the clock for every run.
It's been a quick game so far for sure. We're only at 3:05, so, moving along pretty quickly. There's the snap. Handoff to the right side, and he's hitting the backfield and brought down. Wolfpack all over that one, led by Jordan Mescal.
Yeah, and that's one thing, it really hasn't worked running off tackle. I may have sprinkled one in here or there just to keep the defense honest, but that's not going to be your bread and butter play. It's probably not your 1st down play, if you will. It's maybe a 2nd and manageable. Maybe you want to run that play, but not on 1st down.
2nd and 9 now for the Lakemen. Clock still rolling down, under 9.5 minutes to play. 7-7 ball game.
Now, if you're the Lakemen, you have to come back to that bread and butter up the middle. Do not waste this down.
Custis under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Tight end to both sides. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's back to pass. He airs one out, and he overthrows his receiver, nearly intercepted by Carter Brink, and that'll bring up 3rd down for the Lakemen.
Yeah, it makes it tough. I like taking a risk, but it makes 3rd down really tough.
So he was probably 5 yards beyond his receiver there. Almost a good pass to Carter Brink, and Carter Brink kind of fumbled that one through his hands a little bit. I think seeing the ball a little late there is the reason he didn't intercept that. Probably good he didn't intercept it, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Unless they can get a 1st down here. Now, unfortunately, that play for the Lakemen dictates what they're going to do here. To me, they've got to come out throwing the ball again. But, maybe you can catch them off guard and run up the middle.
Too wide to the left. Quarterback under center. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle. He's hit immediately in the backfield and brought down there for a loss on the play. Travis Owens and Colton Rhodes and Colin Ryan.
Yeah, I do like the job by the defense there to be able to stay alert for that play. I think that actually was a pass rush, and they ran right into it.
I checked that. Colton Rhodes is actually off on that play. It was looks like Brian Gomez was in his place. Blaine Rumahi actually was the other player in there. So
yeah, that play couldn't have gone any better for CSP. They're going to get the ball back with probably about 8 minutes left here in the game, tied 7-7, and they should have the ball in plus territory.
So 8:15 is where the clock is at now as the Lakemen get ready to punt. Rubel waits the snap. There it is. He gets it up. A nice high punt coming to this side. Hinsdale fields it at about the 47 and runs out of bounds there. And that is where the Wolfpack will take over in Lakeman territory with 8:05 to play in this one.
Well, coming down to a possession here. It's not what we expected coming into this game, but boy, it surely makes it exciting, doesn't it, the last 8 minutes of this game?
It is going to be an exciting finish for sure. I guess we kind of expected an easy one today. Maybe that was our mistake, but nonetheless, we're going to have a fun finish here. Before we get to that, though, I just want to read this one more time real quick. Just a reminder, this Wednesday, October 23rd, is the Keith Reed Memorial Blood Drive at Clymer Central School from 11 to 4. And as the team comes out of the huddle, I will finish that announcement here in a little bit.
1st and 10 from the 47 of the Lakemen.
There's the snap. Handoff up the middle to Travis Owens. He's going to get positive yardage, gain of about 7 on the play for Owens. He's brought down there by Michael Rubel.
And again, I would keep doing this. I wouldn't even throw the ball.
Owens goes to the sideline, and in comes Sawyer Whitney.
Outside run, you think?
2nd and 3. Catney's under center. Whitney the tailback. Have a one receiver split way out to the right. Now they'll move him around a little bit. Brink will take his place over there, and Hinsdale will come all the way to this side.
Yeah, run a pitch left or...
There's the handoff to Whitney up the middle. Whitney, he's off and running. He's got a gain of 10 on the play, and he's brought down by about 7 members of the Lakemen before they finally stop Sawyer. Enough for a Wolfpack first down.
Yep, and again, keep running the ball. Keep driving it into the defense. 7:15 left here in the game.
Whitney stays on at tailback. Wolfpack right back on the line of scrimmage, ready to go here at their own at the Lakeman 30. Catney's under center. There's the snap to give to Whitney on the left side. He's going to have some room to run, gain of about 6 on the play where he's finally dragged out of bounds. And Sawyer Whitney coming in having a big impact here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, yeah. No, the defensive line's starting to wear down a little bit for the Lakemen. That's as this game wears on. You know, I would almost be compelled right now to run a screen pass to the running back with how aggressive the Lakeman defense is.
2nd and 5. There's the snap. They give to Whitney again to the left. Oh, this is Owens this time. And Owens positive yardage and out of bounds. I'm going to call it a gain of a few on the play. Not a huge gain for Owens that time. And there is a player down on the sideline for the Lakemen. So with that, I'll finish reading that announcement while they're tending to the down player. The Keith Reed Memorial Blood Drive at Clymer Central School from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Appointments to give blood can be made online by visiting redcrossblood.org. Anyone who donates to the Red Cross between October 1st and 31st will receive a $10 Amazon gift card by email or will be entered for a chance to win one of 3 $5,000 gift cards. Reed, the former superintendent in Clymer, who was killed back in 2012, was an advocate for blood donations. Again, that's the Keith Reed Memorial Blood Drive at CSS, Clymer Central School, Wednesday from 11 to 4.
And again, to reiterate one more time, you never know how important that is until you're the one that needs it.
Very important cause, so we encourage you to take part. And with the players still down, we're going to send you off to a word from our underwriters here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football is provided by Sherman Country General Store at 177 West Main Street in Sherman, providing gasoline, groceries, and more. Phone 716-761-6181. Go Wolfpack from Sherman Country General Store.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage is provided in part by Tina Dills, ERA Team VP, licensed real estate agent, serving the Wolfpack listening area and all of Chautauqua County with real estate services for buyers, sellers, vacation rentals, and all relocation needs. For more information on how to get your move going, Tina can be reached at 716-397-7790. Tina Dills and the ERA Team VP agents wish the Wolfpack the best of luck.
And the Wolfpack, back out on the field after the injury, they've been marked off a penalty against them. And it'll be 3rd and long now for the Wolfpack. It'll be 3rd and 16.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Must have been a holding call. It's the only thing I can think of that would back them up 10 yards. So 3rd and long now. This has kind of changed the complexion of this drive. The Wolfpack were kind of in control there.
Yeah, it's the penalties. They've been few and far between, but they've been very impactful.
We're at 6:37 to play. Is this 4-down territory?
At this point, I'm going to say no. I think if they don't get this first down, they punt it and they hope for another defensive stand and maybe play that percentage. But, you know, I don't know what the statistics will say.
Catney's in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. Looking to his right. He fires one up. He has a man. It is caught, and that is a CSP first down. Is that Carter Brink?
It is.
Down to the 10-yard line, and a 25-yard completion from Catney's to Brink. Keep CSP rolling.
It might not have been. Might have been Richter.
Was it Richter?
The ball kind of hung up in the air a little bit.
There's the snap. Handoff to the left side. It's going to be a very short gain as the Wilson Lakeman defensive line swarm to bring down Sawyer Whitney.
That play does a couple of things now. Now the Wolfpack can run a little bit of time off the clock. And do you think if they manage to stay there and have another 4th down that they're Going to try to go up by a field goal.
Yeah, definitely. You have a kicker like Hinsdale, you have to. There's a pitch to the left side. Whitney is going to get hit, but breaks one tackle, and now his legs are picked up off from underneath him, and he still drug the defender forward. Unfortunately, it was basically just to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That play, Brock Lepsch made the play in the backfield. He didn't get the tackle, but he made the first contact.
Great hard running there by Sawyer Whitney to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Wolfpack. Down to 5:30 to play here. Catney's under center. Now he'll move to a shotgun formation. They have single coverage all the way to the right there. He fakes the handoff, rolling to his right. He fires. He has a man. It's caught, and he's in for the score. CSP touchdown. That's going to be Carter Brink.
Well, I love that play call. Perfectly designed. Brink started out on the right side. He ran like he was going to run a corner. Stop came all the way across the field. His job was to stop in the middle of the field while the quarterback ran out, draw all the defense to the right, and throw it back across.
So the Wolfpack finally go back up as they lead 13-7 now with 5:13 to play. They'll line up for the extra point after the touchdown pass. Waiting for the snap now. Snap is back. He's going to get up and fake it. It's a throw, and it's caught in the end zone for the 2-point conversion by Colin Ryan. A fake field goal or extra point attempt, and the Wolfpack extend the lead to 15-7.
I tell you what, that was a perfect time to show that you can do that in live action.
And a smart play, because now Wilson not only has to score, they have to do the same thing, right?
Yeah, and I think part of the thinking is, too, is you saw the extra point that was kicked the last time by the Lakemen, and it barely made it over the goalpost. So, you know, your thinking is, if you don't get that, there's still an opportunity that the Lakemen could miss the extra point.
So 5:13 to play now. The Wolfpack will be kicking off, and if you're the Wolfpack, you have faith your defense is going to do their job. If you're the Lakemen, you still have a shot at this thing. It's not over yet.
Yeah, what I'm worried about for the Lakemen is they're going to come out and think they have to score right away, and they don't. They can be methodical. They can run the ball up the middle. That's been working for them. Set up a deep pass, and I think that's what they have to do.
Hinsdale's kick is away, and it's going to be fielded by neither player. They let it bounce past them and into the back of the end zone. Rubel thought that Hogue was going to field it, and Hogue thought Rubel was, and neither one of them went for the ball. So they'll start at the 20.
So now if you're the Lakemen, you have to come out and you have to do what's been working for you. What you can't have happen is come out and waste a couple downs. I felt like on the last possession, they wasted 2 downs to start one of the drives, and it really put them in a bad position.
All right, Wolfpack defense on the field ready to go. Here come the Lakemen. We have 5:13 to play here in Clymer with a 15-7 Wolfpack lead.
Yeah, I do want to say that what a great game Wilson has played so far, though, against the CSP team.
They've definitely played their hearts out today. A 1-5 team playing way above where we thought they were going to perform today. So great effort from the Lakemen. And we'll see what their offense can do here as they start at their own 20-yard line.
They're down a person. Yeah, there's only 10 guys in the huddle.
And the Wolfpack defense trying to get the crowd engaged in the game. Custis under center. 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap, a give up the middle. He's hit immediately and brought down. Great defensive effort by Colin Ryan.
But I tell you what a great job. Is that Owens up there too?
Yeah, Owens was right there as well. Lepsch a little slow to get up. And we'll see he's actually going off the field now. 2nd and 9 for the Lakemen. Lepsch has been their power back all day. Rubel's kind of been their speed back.
Good job of plugging the hole that time by CSP. You know, if you're outmatched and you're a defensive lineman, your job is not always to penetrate the backfield. It's to stop the gap, and that was a perfect job there by CSP.
Custis in the shotgun. Rubel beside him. 3 wide to the left. There's the snap. He looks to the left. He fires. He has a wide receiver over there. And the wide receiver screen is going to get to the edge and run out of bounds. A gain of about 6 on the play is Wyatt McGinnis.
Yeah, that was a good play. Gives them an opportunity now. It's definitely 2-down territory, I believe, at this point.
3rd and 4, we'll call it, for the Lakemen. 4:19 to play in this one. The Wolfpack lead 15-7.
I would expect a run up the middle right now.
They break their huddle. Custis in the shotgun. Rubel beside him. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. He throws, and great coverage there from the Wolfpack and a flag.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the flag.
Pass was broken up, I believe, Carter Brank, and he came flying in directly towards the ball, almost picked the ball off, and then a late flag from the line judge on the far side.
Yeah, let's see. Are they? Yeah, they're gonna keep it. I really don't like that call.
Tough call there for the Wolfpack.
I don't like the call, and I don't like the play call either, to be honest.
I mean, that could have been a pick six real fast. And they're frankly, for Wilson's sake, just a really well-placed ball from their quarterback kept it from being a pick six.
And that's a 15-yard penalty, if I'm not mistaken, high school.
So they mark it off at 15 yards. It'll be first down for Wilson up at the 40. 4:16 to play. The Wolfpack lead 15-7. Custis in the shotgun. Rubel beside him.
2 safeties for CSP. Got to run it up the middle.
Waiting for the snap. There it is. He's looking to throw. He's got pressure. Now he's scrambling to his right. He's got lots of daylight as he scrambles towards the sideline. Now he fires, and it's it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by Bryce Hinsdale. He dropped the interception.
There's a holding penalty. Going to drive back even farther now.
Hinsdale just dropped maybe the game winner.
I tell you what, if I was the quarterback on that one, he had daylight. He could have ran for probably 10 yards.
Yeah, I think he could have ran for the first down easily. He decided as he got chased towards the sideline to throw it.
Huh?
And
it's going to be an illegal forward pass. He was passed on a scrimmage.
Yeah, he must have been past the 40 when he threw the ball. There's a call you don't see every day.
It was close. It was close.
4:06 to play, and after they mark off the penalty, it'll be second and long for the Lakemen.
Yep, there's a loss of a down, I believe. Yep, there it is.
2nd and 15 for them. And 4:06 to play, 15-7 Wolfpack lead. An exciting one here in Clymer today.
Yeah, I really feel like the quarterback could have kept that ball and got some positive yards. Tried to win the game on one play. Unfortunately, can't have that mentality right now.
Custis in the shotgun, Rubel beside him. He's got 3 wide to the left. 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. He's looking to throw, looking to his left. Now he's off and running, being chased by the Wolfpack. He's back to the original line of scrimmage, and he's hit there and brought down. Gain of about 7 on the play. Colin Ryan on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and long for the Lakemen.
Yeah, that was a good job by Colin Ryan to make that tackle because the quarterback gets away from that one. He's got a first down.
So we'll call it 3rd and 7 from where it's at. We're down to 3:40 to play. It's a 15-7 game, and the Lakemen have moved the ball now about 20 yards. Well, they've moved the ball 23 yards on this possession.
Yeah, they've abandoned the running game, unfortunately, and I think that I don't think that's going to work against the CSP team.
Custis in the shotgun, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. He's back to pass. Pressure's on. He gets away from the initial pressure, and then he's brought down for the sack. And play made by Colton Rhodes, and it looks like Andrew Spiesman.
Yeah, going to bring up a 4th down. The game's on the line on this play.
So Alex Barmore, great pressure, forced the quarterback to run with the ball, and before he got back to the line of scrimmage, both interior linemen get there and make the play.
Yeah, if you're going to abandon the running game there, what you have to do, 2 straight plays now, they've dialed up a huge blitz, almost a cover 0. You've got to throw a screen pass in that opportunity. It's the only thing that was going to work in that position. And they didn't draw it up. They drew routes 15 yards downfield. Not going to work.
4th and 7 now. And they're lined up to punt. This is interesting. It's a design quarterback run. Rubel, he's going to lose 5 more on the play. He gets absolutely hammered. Absolutely just blown up by Troy Chambers. And Dalton Richter as well. Great effort by the Wolfpack there.
Yeah, good job to be alert there by the Wolfpack. They knew the punt wasn't coming. On a fake punt, it's always hard to catch the other team off guard, especially when you're in the final 2:30 of the game and you're losing. Not much of an opportunity there. I think
doesn't feel a whole lot like a fake when there's only 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I think you're better off. I think you're better off lining up and actually running a play in that motion. But kudos to Wilson for attempting a fake punt there. I think probably you need to pass that though if you have a 4th down and 7.
2:16 to play, a 15-7 lead for the Wolfpack and the ball. And they'll start at the 35-yard line. Cadney's under center. Handoff up the middle. It's Owens. He's met at the line, but still pushes forward for a gain of 2 on the play.
Quick timeout.
He's brought down there by Lepsch and the timeout by Wilson.
Yeah, they've got 3, so they're going to use all 3 in succession. So essentially, a 1st down is pretty much going to ice this game.
And you have to assume it's going to be a whole lot of Travis Owens trying to get that 1st down for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I think Travis Owens has played a really good game. In a game like this, it's really hard to pick your Crotty Chevrolet player of the game. And, a lot of names running through my mind. I'm going to be honest, for the first time in a while, I've been thinking mostly defensively right now.
Yeah, and I would say it was runaway for Colton Rhodes if it wasn't for the bad snaps on offense.
Yeah, that makes it tough because defensively he's been the game changer.
Absolutely.
And offensively, a couple bad snaps. I will say about the bad snaps, though, at least it hasn't led to I guess one of them was a turnover, right?
Well, no, we recovered. I believe CSP recovered every one of them. However, there was big losses on 2 of them.
So definitely tough. We're going to have some thinking to do on that one, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, his defensive play has been incredible. I don't want to take anything away from Colton. 2nd and 9 for the Wolfpack. 2:10 to play. 2 timeouts remain for the Lakemen as they trail 15-7. And the Wolfpack come out with 1 wide all the way over to the right. 2 backs in the backfield and tight end.
Oh, they're going to take a shot.
Cadney's hands it off up the middle. It's Whitney. He's forward for maybe 1 or 2 on the play. Not a very big gain.
Well, I think they missed a chance up top with Bryce Hinsdale, one-on-one coverage.
They get the timeout, do the Lakemen, and force 3rd and long for the Wolfpack.
I understand wanting Wilson to use their timeouts and run down the clock, but, you never see Bryce one-on-one with anybody on an island out there.
Give him a chance to score a touchdown there, and then you don't have to worry about timeouts at all. All right, so it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Pack. 2:04 to play. 15-7 game. Not anything like what we expected, but nonetheless, gritty, tough football from the Wolfpack.
Yeah, and you like to see that. Now, when you're a team that should beat somebody by a ton of points, and you're in a grueling, grinding game, it's easy to lose focus and lose the game. CSP's done an excellent job of being able to keep their composure and to get the one play that changes the game, and that was that touchdown pass so far that put them ahead.
Wolfpack back out on the field. Here come the Lakemen. 2:04 to play.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see it looks like we got Brink split. Now, I wouldn't be surprised for them to change the receivers here around a little bit and throw a corner again. It's wide open on the top right.
Here's Cadney's under center. 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's scrambling to his right with the ball, and he's going to try and run with it. He gets around 1 man. Now he turns towards the sideline. He's going to be very close to the 1st down. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. I don't think he quite got there.
Boy, that spot looks good. It might. Oh, yeah, it's going to be close.
Spot's like right where the yard to gain is at.
Boy, they set up that right corner. It just wasn't open. It's going to be 4th down.
We'll call it 4th and a half a yard for the Wolfpack.
So the real easy solution here is to line everybody up for the quarterback sneak and don't snap it.
Call the timeout.
Yep, get him to encroach, get the defense to jump, and take that 5 yards on a 1st down. If not, you're just going to snap it and run forward quick.
Cadney's under center. Hard count, but he does snap the ball, and I believe he got enough. Flag comes in after the fact. That flag might be interesting.
It's an illegal push.
And no one on this sideline liked that call. An illegal push is the call.
I've never seen that called.
I'll have to watch that tape back to see exactly what that official saw there.
Yeah, I don't think he got pushed at all.
I don't think anyone got to him before he fell forward, so. 1:48 to play, waiting for this penalty to be marked off. This will change the situation a little bit for the Wolfpack.
Now, that is not a loss of down penalty, luckily, so it'll be 4th down again.
4th and 5 now at the 30-yard line. It's a tough place for the Wolfpack coaching staff here.
Yeah, so what I do on this right now is I try to draw him off sides again. Do a hard count. Doesn't hurt anything. If not, just give it to Owens.
Yeah, I mean, that off-tackle run or the run, I guess pretty much just the off-tackle one is the one he's been going for 4, 5, 6 yards every time he has the ball. So.
And he's not out there.
They just brought Whitney off.
Yeah, Owens isn't out there either.
So it looks like it'll be the passing formation for the Wolfpack.
So then what I would do, and I think it's being dictated here, is I would have the quarterback keep it and just run for the 1st down. I don't think you can risk a throw here.
Catney's in the shotgun. He'll have Ryan beside him. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. He looks to his left. He's going to throw. He has a man. He completes the pass. And it's Alex Barmore, and he has enough for a CSP 1st down.
I tell you what, gutsy call. That's why I'm not the coach. Barmore across the field on a 5-yard drag, and enough for a 1st down.
You know, I said this last week on X. He posted some highlights, and I reposted Alex's highlights. I can't think of a receiver in C or D that you'd rather have crossing when you need a 1st down than him. He is going to catch that ball coming across the middle and take a hit if he has to get you that 1st down. Great play by Alex Barmore.
Yep, now you're going to give it to Owens and run this clock out.
Kenny's gives to Owens on the right side. He gets back to the line of scrimmage where he's met and brought down. Has Hamza Merrick leading the way for the Lakemen on that play. And we're down to 1:12 to play.
Yeah, why a timeout is not being called right now for a strategic reason is you want CSP to have to come up and snap the ball one more time before you call a timeout. It's the only way you have a chance to get the ball back.
You actually want them to snap before the play clock runs out, right? Because there's not a play clock here in Clymer. So they kind of have to do it on their own.
Yep. Not sure what's going on here.
Pack taking their time. Down to 40 seconds to play. There's the snap and a kneel down. And it was under 40 seconds when he knelt, so that should do it.
Yeah, actually, it will.
They're going to snap again. There he snaps it again and kneels it down again.
Why don't they call timeout?
That was a strange turn of events right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not calling timeout. They send it to 4th down.
12 seconds remaining, and then the clock is going to run out. Wilson's content with the final here. It's 15-7, and that will be the final score here in Clymer today. A hard-fought battle, but the Wolfpack come out on top. They moved to 5-2 on the season and clinched the #1 seed in Class D for this year's postseason.
Now, congratulations to CSP. What a hard-fought game. A lot of adversity for CSP today. They were able to overcome a lot of things that they did to themselves. And that's what a good football team does, though. You find a way to win even when it's not pretty.
And speaking of overcoming a lot of things, I think we have to give the Crotty player of the game to a guy who overcame some bad snaps, and that's Colton Rhodes. Incredible defensive effort today from Colton, but also on that last drive, a couple of really good snaps and some great blocking down the stretch to help his team secure the victory.
I agree with you. Colton Rhodes, our Crotty Chevrolet player of the game.
And we want to thank you and all of our underwriting sponsors for making this broadcast possible on 98.9 Sports Stream. It's been an absolute pleasure from Clymer, New York.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by the Corry Federal Credit Union. Lictus Oil and Propane, Meerhoffs Furniture and Appliance, Jim's Automotive, Flicks Heating and Plumbing and Air Conditioning, and Daniels Electric, Necker's General Store, the Cornerstone Restaurant, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services, Sherman Country General Store, Triple E Manufacturing, Tina Dill's Real Estate Agent, Crotty Chevrolet, Utegg's Body Shop, Countertop Solutions, J. Edwards Insurance. Join us next time for all the action, channel989.org.
Wow.